seems you keeping me under surveillance. You're bugaboo agent, pushing my patience. You're playing me too close and want me to flow this. Selling me whoop tickets, look in your eyes, you just a hoe snitch. With a paper, fixed up, rigged up, you call the contract. Sticking me up like the tax strap. You best to relax, express. I'm a getting Midwest Mafia. You want my Hancock, I'll make your leg drop. They'll catch your head in Bangkok. Couldn't fake me, this movie shady. Who sits in front of me with a pencil? Break his utensil, spit out this info. Cause I won't sign my life upon this line. Empty-handed, leaving it says when click. Not far behind, reckless reach, step seek. When I that blend with left feet. Not blind, be cricket like creeks. He toss a Glock, wrapped up in sheets for all you lame brains. Crack open your mainframe, that's if you cost me. This fool be getting me salty, telling me drink, sipping coffee in a gray suit. You want me to pay who? Are you confused, man? I represent the deuce, man. I smack your head through two steps. So wait, know how I sign my style, brown cow, cause I'm the this contract is too foul.
We done got palm trees too. We thought you knew these fools be shady. But y'all haters be out to get you. We done got palm trees too. We thought you knew these fools be shady. But y'all haters be out to get you.
It feel like I'm up in Maui. So many player haters remain so shady. It's daily when my homies be out to play me. Lately I'm staying super free. I peeps the game. They say he's tight, smiling up in your face. California style, sunny delight. Hit me for sunset, that's what I'm thinking. Because that last break that keeps me paranoid. Me check for bombs in my gas tank. Telling my white lies, living is wrong, invasion nada. Didn't know my packs back when I bust this window like pinata. Still, boom, I'm shaking, set up like pom poms. Backstabbers calling them shotguns. Really don't trust in no one. Fulfill my every need to some degree, watching my own back. Not even at home black, I stay strapped, focusing my phone tap. It's all about me, myself in the clique that I represent. Midwest Mafia for life. We coming herbs like we be elephants. Eat better than MCs, we'll get blown beyond their eyesight. Clicking them up like right. Mentally I'm not tied right. Structure, compound, molecules, boggle the theory of human life. When I pass a knife, play a haters, keep me weary. Let's rock with me, talk with me. Don't try to bomb me, forgive me for they sin, cause they be shaded like some palm trees.
We done got palm trees too. We thought you knew these fools be shady. But y'all haters be out to get you. We done got palm trees too. We thought you knew these fools be shady. But y'all haters be out to get you.
If you didn't know, now you know it stay true. It's the Midwest
my wreck as I flex through. Looking for something to get into, fool. I thought you knew it stay true. So I call a big man to screw me up quick like pronto, so we can bounce the set, frozen in the Ford Bronco. It ain't a click unless that Midwest, that real mafia. Blavachino, I'ma get in, fool, don't start sweating. We only rolling deep cause it's a must. So why you frontin' cuss? Straight on rolls up quick, grabs the gauge and starts to bust. So what's up? These fools play hell bear like me. That roller fast skills done with the PSP. Remember me, when the world comes to an end, I'll be there. You see me, but still can't get with me. Fools get smoked like 1 or 2 fifths. If you could, with this you would, but you can't. So sit that anus down. You can't fade this Cleveland underground. My book is everlasting in your trunk, shaking your rear view. Fool, this is stay true.
If you didn't know, now you know that stay true. It's the Midwest Mafia. If you didn't know, now you know that stay true. It's the Midwest Mafia.
Yo, I was struggling and it's striving. No car, so I ain't driving. Calling my homies every time I need a ride, man. Need to get my own. I ain't no kid, man, I'm grown. But don't got no job, don't qualify for no loans. I picked up the phone, call mama when I'm hit. But feel like a fool because my head 26. Looking at the clip, man, they all falling G. Don't wanna sell rocks, but the block is calling me. Work security, but man, I had to stop. Cause fools on the block was treating me like I was a cop. If I was to stay home, I got to get my hustle on. A baby was born, them new Nike days is gone. Back up against the wall, taking a beating but won't fall. Ain't that a job call? Hell nah. To hell with y'all, I'm feeling like you. Man, what can I do? Whatever I do, fool, I got to stay true. Y'all got to stay true.
If you didn't know, now you know that stay true. It's the Midwest Mafia. If you didn't know, now you know that stay true. It's the Midwest Mafia.
Mentally disturbed and suicidal. Who beats my idol? That's on the left. I study whack 'em sick like Bibles. It's funny. I peep you sunny. You just a low life. No need for you to hold a mic, cause you keep me laughing like Dolomite. Now you know that I know. Late night up in the studio. It's all about business. Ain't got no time for your groupies. What? I feel as if though, pay dues. And dues will get paid. Stay true to the essence. A legend in your own days. This ain't no East Coast or West Coast thing. We just some niggas in this rap game. Out this thing I claim, what the shame. It's a 50 player haters in every city. You got to watch your own back, it's the palm tree committee. Much love for those MCs with skills that really don't sell. But you should, cause whack MCs get all the goods. This be my family stay true. There ain't no way that I betray this clip for any crew. Stay true.
If you didn't know, now you know that stay true. It's the Midwest Mafia. If you didn't know, now you know that stay true. It's the Midwest Mafia. And if you didn't know, now you know that stay
What up, bro?
What's up, little bro?
What up, bro?
See you made it back in town, man.
Yeah. Yo, what you up to, bro?
Oh, bro, man, I'm on this Facebook, man. I got this young lady, man. I got this queen that I really want you to meet, man. I met the other day.
Here you go again. Let me see, man.
Sweet potato pie. You know it's hard out here trying to find real love, you know. So kings, when you find that queen, make sure you treat her right. Make sure you tell her she's your sweet potato pie. You're my sweet potato pie. Tasty love I can't deny. One slice I'm hooked and I can't lie. Some whipped cream on the side. You're my sweet potato pie. Tasty love I can't deny. One slice I'm hooked and I can't lie. It's so good to me, so good to me. So good. Like waking up on Sunday morning and mama making your favorite meal. Like getting the keys to that whip you wanted. Don't you know how that makes you feel? Like at the barbershop, getting cut up by the master King T. What's up, T? Like using every good thing to describe you, but there's nothing quite so sweet. You're my sweet potato, tasty love I can't deny. Tasty love, one slice, tasty love, I can't lie. Some whipped cream on the side. You're my sweet potato pie. Anything you want, baby. Everything I need, you got it. Hooked and I can't lie. It's so good to me, so good to me.
You my sweet potato, hot potato. Yeah. Yo, we be going on some levels like we forget on each other in the elevator. Take off, all the way to the top floor. Yeah, on the wall to the damn floor. You be riding like a world tour. Baby got that patty pie, I was craving it. And I ain't even gotta go to the store. Just open the oven and let out the heat. The pie is all mine, so I heat up my treat. The pleasure all mine, cause the way you treat me. So I got you from your head to your feet. Give me that whipped cream, spray you up. Let the hot beef injection lay you up. Passed out in the lingerie laced up. But then it's right back at it to the nights up. Yeah.
Sweet potato pie. Tasty love I can't deny. Tasty love, one slice, tasty love, I can't lie. Some whipped cream on the side. You're my sweet potato pie. Anything you want, baby. Anything I need. One slice I'm hooked and I can't lie. It's so good to me, so good to me. And lady, don't you know you're driving me crazy? With all the freaky shit you do, keeps me coming back for you. My baby, put it down like she performing at the Grammys. Oh, she's classy in her personality. Can't keep my sanity. You're my sweet potato pie. Tasty love I can't deny. One slice I'm hooked and I can't lie. One slice, one slice, yeah. On the side. Oh, my sweet potato pie. Anything you want, baby. Anything I need, one slice I'm hooked and I can't lie. It's so good to me, so good to me. How you making me feel? Don't you know this feeling? Don't you know this feeling? So real. Cause girl, you're driving me crazy. And driving me crazy. I got a thing for you that's amazing. You're my sweet potato pie. Tasty love I can't deny. slice, I'm hooked and I can't lie. Some whipped cream on the side. You're my sweet potato pie. Tasty love I can't deny. One slice, I'm hooked and I can't lie. It's so good to me, so good to me. So good.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me get some energy. Yeah. You tuned in to the hottest, the most expensive looking, but really not that much.
Facts.
Dopest, craziest podcast in the world. You are tuned in to The Vibe on Air with your homeboy, your one and only. The Open Mic King is in the building and we ready to rock it out. Make sure you hitting us up on all social media simply by searching for The Vibe on Air. Everything. Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, Periscope, YouTube, iTunes, Google Podcasts, all that. The Vibe on Air. Click follow or just go to the website www.thevibeonair.com. We are live right now and in the studio with me. We got my man, the Cleveland legend himself, the legend of hip-hop, the first one to do it out of the city, bitch. MC Chill.
Talk to me, Cleveland.
I keep hitting the ground and making the music stop.
Talk to me.
But we in here with MC Chill, the legend. And we gonna talk to him and play some of his music. And we just gonna go in and have a good time. And I don't know what's going on. It's a short somewhere. But I ain't gonna worry about it.
Work it out.
If you want to talk to us, feel free. 216-526-1555. 1555. And it's going down, man. I'm a little excited. I just did another show with another legend, DJ Johnny O from the Mighty Sorcerer Crew.
My brother.
Also with my homegirl Envy Jazzo. It went down. You know, we had fun over there. They had me drinking Tito's though. And you know,
not the
if you
Tito's.
know me, I don't fuck with that Tito's. So my stomach bubbling. I had to stop at McDonald's, man, of all places. And I don't even like McDonald's. But I had to get that hank off me. But we're going to talk to MC Chill in a little bit. We play music like we always do. And we play music videos like we always do. And if you want to have your music played on our show, just simply send your music to thevibeonair@gmail.com. It's on the screen right here. Right here. See how I'm doing this? It's right here. Make sure you send it, and we'll play it. Just so you know, we keeping the theme old school right now. We're going to go to some old school music, especially out of this city, the city of Cleveland, or wherever I can find it. But, you know, we keep it independent like we do. Right now, we play some music from Midwest Mafia. Shout out to DJ Fatty Banks. Shout out to E-Rock. We played some music, 2 songs by them. One was a song, one was a video, Palm Trees. And then we played that Stay True. And then we jumped to, it wasn't an old school song, but it was some old school cats. Shout out to my man MC Brains and Cruz from the Rude Boys with Sweet Potato Pie. You're my sweet potato pie. I sound better than Cruz. Just so you know, Brains, if you need the remix, you don't need Cruz. I'm like $10 cheaper. We're going to hop into some more music and some more stuff. We kicking it, man, with MC Chill. And all can be found in the MC story, nickel.
That's right.
You don't know? You
That's
better
right.
check your history.
Facts.
Check your history. We're going to be back in a little bit, but in always supporting others, as I like to say and do, I like to always tell people, make sure y'all support others and I support everybody, but I need y'all to do me one good goddamn favor. Support me too, man.
If you or someone you love need to be free, call Mr. Deeds. With immediate response, 24-hour bail bond service for misdemeanor or felony charges, Mr. Deeds is ready, serving all courts in all counties with affordable bail bond service.
Mr. Deeds is who you need to be free. It's your boy with flavor, your neighbor. This is Cool TLC. And when I'm chilling, I'm chilling. But most of the time, I'm checking out Vibe on the Air.
You motherfuckers can't contain Big B, a heavyweight nigga from the HBD. And I be an old school nigga with my finger on the trigger, cause everybody wants to be a G. So you wanna be hard, motherfuckers, and hip hop Goliath ain't never been a sucker. Putting down my microphone, grabbing my AK. Cause in the 90s, that's what you motherfuckers say. Dipping down the boulevard, looking super tough. My box locked down like a jumping handcuffs. I got a bionic trigger finger that'll make up harder than an opera singer. You niggas can't fuck with this Harvard assassin. Laughing at you fuckers at the drop of a dime. Damn, it feels good to be a gangster MC. Damn, it feels good to drop beats like these and let the niggas know where you come from. When I appear, shed a tear, then you disappear. Cause you can't stand the sight of an insane nigga in the night setting up a motherfucking gunfight. Rat-a-tat-tat with the automatic pistol. Fire wonder nothing left from my bazooka gun missile. And all you see is smoke in the air. Blood on the concrete. The opposition is obsolete. Murder, murder, murder. Death, death, death. I'm laughing and I'm getting till there's no one left. If my vision blurry and Big B didn't get one, Richard Cowboys got a solo shotgun. Yeah, you better run for cover. After gangsta me, you know there'll never be another. Kicking that shit for the Harvard Boulevard. Tell them motherfuckers that's hard. You motherfuckers can't contain Big B, a heavyweight nigga from the HBD. And I be an old school nigga with my finger on the trigger, cause everybody wants to be a G. I rip it up, I rip it up, I break it down and then I run it down, yeah. Back the fuck up, you better back the fuck up. A reincarnated villain, I'm milling it, top billing, killing it, castrating, running through a crew like Walter Payton with the movie in the Terminator movie. You wanna pull your gat jump, you reach in and you reaching, but I pulled it out your motherfucking trunk, and now you gotta knuckle up, and you wanna escape, cause you wanna like a roach in the kitchen, smash with the nigga on the concrete wall. Who fades them all? Big B fades them all. The microphone I hold is like an automatic weapon. You better get this stepping, I'm the human Armageddon. You niggas talk a bunch of bullshit. You fake gangster fuckers make me sick. You niggas need to quit, cause lyrics I be licking, hardcore I be kicking like a kung fu sensei, drinking 40s every day. B-Rock, barbaric, renegade, overlord, no crush, kamikaze, short shot, lick shot, bumper ride, bitch niggas get broke up in the shut the fuck up. You motherfuckers can't contain Big B, a heavyweight nigga from the HBD. And I be an old school nigga with my finger on the trigger, cause everybody wants to be a G. You motherfuckers can't contain Big B, a heavyweight nigga from the HBD. And I be an old school nigga with my finger on the trigger, cause everybody wants to be a G. Puff and I blow your hood down. You break black glass when I bomb on your ass. Geronimo, now here I go just like a paratrooper. Big B is super duper when I'm in the drunken stupor. 40-ounce king, going insane. Down the whole chase and I still maintain. And still wreak havoc on the pussy clock crew. Piece of big tip, chill, will and big stew. Coming from the Harvard asylum, the Harvard nation, the DNA level C. 1 to the 2 to the motherfucking 3. Grab your monkey ass and put a hammer on your knee. And watch you scream, then I laugh like a hyena. Don't get your Nina, faggot motherfucker, sucker, Simon, poop butt, wanna be hard, but your bitch car's in my back pocket. Fuck the rough neck, be like a break your motherfucking neck. Give me my respect, an old school assassin, kicking that shit like Pele. Blowing up the spot with no delay. Hey, damn it feels good to rip a motherfucker apart and grip the liquid motion when it's way past dark. So I can metamorphosize and terrorize a crew, choking booty chunks until they turn black. You motherfuckers can't contain Big B, a heavyweight nigga from the HBD. And I be an old school nigga with my finger on the trigger, cause everybody wants to be a G. You motherfuckers can't contain Big B, a heavyweight nigga from the HBD. And I be an old school nigga with my finger on the trigger, cause everybody wants to be a G.
I'm here to see this chick perform tonight. I don't know her name. I can't remember her name.
you tell me what her name is?
Man, you gotta be talking about Indica Spitz. Indica Spitz?
Oh, that's her name?
Oh,
that's her
man,
name?
shit. Let me tell you shit. Ultimate Moxie. Motherfucker, like, that Moxie mama? Gotta be that shit. Cause I don't know what you talking about. If not,
Then my dude rocking a Cleveland hat. I'm trying to find out how
You know what
MC
it
out of
is?
Cleveland.
Indica Spitz,
Oh, that's her
man.
name. I really want to show what her
Indica
name is.
Spitz.
Oh, that was.
Original Queens of the Iron Mike. 216 for life. Cleveland till I die, man. What?
But I really can't remember her name. What's her name?
My Indica Spitz.
You know what her name is?
gotta be talking about Indica Spitz, baby.
Nah, but I really can't. I really don't know who she is. Can you tell me who she is?
To my Indica Spitz.
It don't matter what you call it, I'm as real as it gets. Come out the damn box like a pair of new kicks. Yo, don't try to test, I had the kiss in my kicks. Wondering what's my name when I fatten your lip. Or getting ladylike in the skirt and the slip. With my lips poked out while I'm grabbing my tits. Yo, I be that queen reppin' iron for days. Whether rockin' mohawk, slip, tapping some braids. I keep it extra fresh when I walk through the spot. Keep your eyes on me when I'm blessing the spot. Yo, I be the one first name on the bill. See the line out there, they all come in that wheel. Let's see this gritty, sporty, shorty with cutie and attitude and Rudy and on the TV displaying my mini movies, you know.
Come on, man. You gotta be talking about Indica. That's what it's free, dog. What the fuck is you talking about, man? You sound crazy. What the fuck wrong with this nigga, man?
Pound Indica Spitz, land from 216. The underground I get down. Get pounded those who get pounds. Respect me and my talent. I stay forever valid. A force to be reckoned with. I state it and I claim it. Witness my effervescence. Don't like it, must respect it. No need for the flippy shit. Respect me in my presence. I'm rocking in the prison. Unwrap me, I'm your present. So there's no need to question my. She's sleeping on the weekend. Me and myself get it in. Worldwide and venues. You hear me on interlude. Your prelude to your prelude. I'm not forgetting rural. You better also subscribe to my channel on your YouTube. So you can be a witness. And witness MC Fitness. I've been blessed with this ill spit. Now stop until I tell shit. You will never forget it. I bet it like that cute shit. Stomping on the yard and getting so mad ridiculous.
Yeah, what her name is?
I'm gonna tell you exactly what her name is. Her name is Indica Spitz. Y'all better get that correct. First lady of Urban Survival Entertainment.
Yo, what up the illest doing it? Never gonna stop doing it. In the words of rain, throw your hands for the movement. Hip hop in my direction. I'm roboting with weapons. Quarters smack and toe. My lyrics me down the session. Premeditating rhythm. I give just what I'm giving. Never settle for garbage. Never reject what's written. Disrespect is forbidden. Never sorry for diction. Got hip hop saved in the tattooed on my kitten. Confess to all you jigsaw. Control or delete y'all. Go ahead, know that ass like Dwight Howard in the fuck y'all. Checkmate on this banker. The sign is big in danger. Never brought in a queen unless you wanna meet Jamaica. What you right here is ill. A message to your feel. Never compromise it and be fake in how I feel. So you go on and do you. And I'ma do me too. And rewind this track and check out what an MC do. Follow me, yo.
Yo, what up, fam? I'm coming to see this chick spit tonight. I can't remember her name, but I hear she hot though.
You can't remember her name. You serious? You playing, right? You gotta be talking about Indica Spitz. That's my sister too. BDX all day. Free lady. Moxie lady. You already know. Y'all watch for that Cleveland movement. Keep asking names and shit. You ain't gotta ask no names. That's Indica. Indica Spitz. Word up.
Man, I'm trying to see something different this year. Tired of this cold weather. I know you're trying to see something different too. I'm like paradise. Paradise.
Yo, I need more than that. share my wealth other than Adam. Gun smoking in paradise. Bad bitches in paradise. No worries in paradise. Get this and pretend like we in paradise. Pretend like we in paradise. Paradise.
Man, the shit is going fat ass as she foreign. Cook clean, she never born. Give me neck until I'm snoring. Paradise until the morning. Grab my swishes and my Jordans. Sell like freaks in the sheets. Ride the bull and feel his heat. In the water, going deep, going deep. Tap out definitely UFC. You feel me and you feel C. That's the D. Heavenly and now you free. Wake you up and back to sleep. Out the back and as I creep. Hopping and carrying up the street. To my chocolate little freak.
Yo, smooth talking. I don't want that shit. Yo, keys to the whip. I don't want that shit. Yo, keys to the crib. I don't want that shit. But now it was I want to tell them in paradise. But now it was now we talking. Yeah, now we talking. I want to tell them in paradise. Now we talking. But now it was now we talking. Yeah, now we talking. Paradise. Yep. Gun smoking in paradise. Bad bitches in paradise. No worries in paradise. Get this and pretend like we in paradise. Pretend like we in paradise. Paradise. Yep.
Man, I'm gonna have to take my own trip like that again. You only live once. Everybody deserves to see paradise. Scratch paper. Shout out to Eric Wilson on the beat.
Yeah, we back. Vibe on there. Mr. D's, the open mic king. And you just heard music from some dope artists. We keeping it old school, even though not all these tracks was old school, but these some dope artists from Cleveland who've been around for a long time. Shout out to Indica Spitz.
Sis.
That's the homie. Shout out to my man Big B. You motherfuckers can't contain Big B. B-Rock, that's my dude. Shout out to Eric Wilson.
E. Wilson, my boy.
He dope. It's funny because he's watching the videos. He worked with them, Indica and Eric. And in the both videos, he's just naming names of everybody in the video. Like, yeah, that's yeah, I know. But yo, make sure y'all tuning in by following us on all social media. Click the follow, like, or subscribe button. And follow the movement, man. But it's a new wave. Keep the wave going. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Huh? We're going to talk to my man, the legend himself, the OG, if you will. MC chilling a little bit. But you know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And what I got to do is tell y'all about the dumb shit that goes on in the world. You know what I mean? Because there are dumb people who do dumb things. And you must be abreast of it.
Yeah.
So, without any further ado, we gonna do it like this. Kind of got on there late with the graphic, but how's it going, everybody? Today, in Ratchet News, my phone is loud. I watched the show on my phone while I'm talking to y'all, but it's okay. Today in Ratchet News, we're going to do like I always do. We're going to start from the lowest to the highest of ratchetivity. That is a word. Ratchetivity. And MC Chill, since you here and you over there, if you want to, you could chime in anytime once we go through some of these stories because they are stupid. Very. Starting with this. Here you see a nice young white lady holding her dog or walking with her dog. At the same time, she has a cup. This bitch here is stupid because this woman claims drinking her dog's urine helped cure her acne. I can't make this up.
What the fuck?
Yes, this bitch claims that if she drinks her dog's urine, it will clear her acne. Some people will try any type of cream or lotion to clear their skin, but would you go as far as drinking the dog's piss? The majority of us would say no. But that is exactly what blogger Lynn Liu from America has been doing. They don't want to say exactly we're from America because that's stupid. She claims that drinking dog urine helped clear her acne and give her a glow. And if you ain't seen the other picture, it's kind of erotic because she kind of looks sexy. In that R. Kelly peeing on you kind of way. In a video posted online, Lynn explained her theory and how it has worked for her. She said, many of you have asked me how I always look so good, how my makeup always looks so perfect, and how I always have this natural glow. She then collects a cup of full of urine from her dog and drinks it. Oh my God. Damn.
Oh my damn.
You literally, she did that shit on the internet? On video? Oh, bitch, please.
Please.
That's nasty. I know ain't nobody ringing my doorbell. We ain't gonna worry about it. Yeah, she commenced to drinking piss on camera. After she finished drinking the unique urine, she continued, until I first drank dog's pee, I was depressed. I was sad. And I had bad acne. As reported by Cambridgeshire Live, she then offers some quick questionable facts about drinking dog's urine. Dog pee also has vitamin A in it, vitamin E in it, and 10 grams of calcium, and it's also proven to help cure cancer, she said. I don't give a fuck what's in dog pee. My pee might have all that shit. I'm not drinking it. I'm not drinking pee. Shit might have the cure to cancer. I ain't eating no shit.
Damn, son.
But this bitch drinking pee. I just don't get it. But she drank pee. While urotherapy used to be practiced in ancient China, Rome, Greece, and Egypt, it's not a practice which health experts today endorse. Not only that, but no studies have provided sufficient evidence of its efficiency or health benefits. It's a bizarre concept, said Dr. Zaki Alama, consultant urologist at the BMI Priory Hospital in Cambridge. The kidneys filter the blood and any excess fluid and salts and minerals that are expelled. The point of urination is to rid the body of excess. Why would you want to reabsorb that shit? The only time it's medically recommended to ingest the urine is if you're stranded without food or water for days. Yeah, that's that story. Chill, what you think about that?
Okay, well, the first thing, if I hadn't been looking at the photo, the first question I would have asked was this a sister?
Right.
And as we can see, it is not.
It's not, no.
And it's a reason for that.
Right.
Because we don't do that, bro.
No, hell no.
We don't do that. We try to stay as far away from pee as we possibly can. And what we're not going to do is ingest it. We're not doing that. So tell your cousins they need to handle that, man.
I'm just like, it just keep bringing me back to the Boondocks when they
With
had
the R. Kelly joint.
With the R. Kelly story, they had Riley. It's like, if I start to pee and I was trying to pee on you, is you gonna stand there? She stood there, put the cup under the dog, and let the dog piss in the cup, and said, delicious.
Man, that's nasty.
That's not piss, by the way. That's that's premium Jameson, God damn it. Because we don't drink piss. But
Facts.
We do not drink piss. And if I find out it's a black person out there drinking piss, I'm pulling your black card.
And burning it.
We fucking you up is what's going to happen, man.
Man, I'm not with that, all right?
Me neither, Martin. But to this pee drinking bitch, have several seats. Several of them.
Help that child.
Lord, please. So, who tried the sandwich from Popeyes?
I had it today.
You had it. What did you think?
Hey, bro, for a $3.99 sandwich, that was a good sandwich, man. I had it today, bro.
I know everybody is crazy over these sandwiches. The chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A, Popeyes, Burger King, KFC, all that shit. Whatever. It's going too far. It's starting to go too far. Because now, Chick-fil-A got issues. It ain't even Chick-fil-A, it's somebody at Chick-fil-A. A driver in Washington, Delaware, intentionally now, on purpose, kicked a pregnant woman in the stomach Saturday afternoon during a fight at the Chick-fil-A drive-thru in Bear State. That's what the police say. Jade Blake, 19 years old, of Newark, was in the drive-thru lane at the Chick-fil-A when the driver of another vehicle attempted to pull in front of her. Police said the line at the restaurant frequently backs up on the street, blocking traffic at the nearby shopping center. Blake abruptly accelerated, blocking the vehicle from moving forward, then got out to confront the other driver, a 21-year-old pregnant woman, police said. And the woman was charged. That's something else. Stories mixed up. Blake struck the pregnant woman in the head and face through the open window, police said. When the second woman got out her vehicle, Blake intentionally kicked her in the stomach, knowing she was pregnant. After the fight, Blake got back in the vehicle and continued waiting in the drive-thru, police said. Troopers arrested her while she was still in line. So the bitch, okay, I say bitch a lot when it comes to stupid people, because I don't normally call women bitches. Yes, it's gnats flying around. But these are some stupid bitches. This bitch is standing in line. Okay, yeah, the one lady was walking and the other lady tried to pull up and they trying to move. It's, road rage. But you see this woman pregnant and you intentionally, which camera? You intentionally kicked her in the stomach and then hopped back in the car to wait for your damn chicken. You waited for the chicken, though, and then got arrested. It's only, I don't know what to say, but he does. You stupid as fuck. You stupid as fuck. You need your ass whooped.
Two times.
Right. Somebody need to be slapping the shit out of your ass right about now. You kicked a pregnant woman over some chicken.
But this was at Chick-fil-A. So, again, I was going to ask the same question. But considering it was at Chick-fil-A and not Popeyes, that answers my question. That's all you need to know right there.
You bitches kicking bitches in the stomach for the Chick-fil-A sandwich.
But we know there was no black people.
No, they couldn't be black.
Not at Chick-fil-A.
First of all, one was named Blake.
Okay, Blake.
It would have been Blizzy. Blaquisha or something.
Blake.
It would have been just black.
I'm just saying, man.
I'm just mad that they fight over chicken. That you kicked the baby in the
Oh my God, man, that's terrible.
All right. This story is a little sensitive.
More than that one?
No, it's funny though. It's fucked up. It has some racial undertones.
Oh, here we go.
Just 1 second. This is a 2-part video here.
Oh, damn.
He's a resident of the Oklahoma City Zoo, and this week the zoo's 8th caretaker took over their Instagram, and we are all loving that they did. Now, as you can see, Finn was fast
I'm here this morning because I
If you didn't hear it at the beginning, I'm going to start it over because you need to catch it. Right near the end of that first segment, she said something, and I'm going to tell you what she said. Kind of looks like you. Now, this is a white woman talking to her black co-host. Let's play it again. Now, look at him. He kind of do monkey faces.
Oh, come on.
But that's me saying it. Now, listen carefully at the end.
Over their Instagram, and we are all loving that they did. And as you can see, Finn was fascinated. Definitely ready for his close-up. Kind of looks like you.
That's where they paused it. Kind of looks like you.
They tried to cut that one quick.
Right.
Because I want to apologize.
Now, they made her apologize the next time on the show.
To our entire community. I said something yesterday that was inconsiderate.
He do look like he's thinking, ooh, 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 ooh,
and I hurt people. And I want you to know, I understand how much I hurt you out there and how much I hurt you. I love you so much, and you have been one of my best friends for the past year and a half, and I would never do anything on purpose to hurt you. And I love our community, and I want you all to know, from the bottom of my heart, I apologize for what I said. I know it was wrong, and I am so sorry.
Well, Alex, thank you very much, and I do accept your apology, and I do appreciate your apology.
He speaks so
I
good.
want everybody out there know that Alex,
That's another thing they say.
Is one of my best friends. I mean, we do what we do here, and you know, it's not as if we see each other here and then we leave and we go home. We talk every day, or almost every other day. I've told you things. I've shared things.
You probably
with
hit
you
one time.
as
I was
a
just
friend,
saying.
and I do appreciate you, and I do love you. All that being said, and Alex would be the first to admit to this to you, what she said yesterday was wrong. It cut deep for me, and it cut deep for a lot of you in the community. I've heard the phone calls, and I've heard the Facebook messages as well. And I guess coming out of this, I want this to be a teachable moment. And that lesson here is that words matter. There's no doubt about that. Changing demographics here in this country, the demographics are changing. We're becoming a more diverse country, and there's no excuse. We have to understand the stereotypes. We have to understand...
Yeah. Okay, so TV news anchor Alex Housden apologizes for comparing her black co-host to a gorilla, even though he does look like one.
Oh, come on, man.
He does. Now, me saying it is different because I'm a black man. He's a black man. And I talk about people on the regular. So you would expect that from me. And he does have a bananas eating, peeing on himself and drinking his own pee type face. King Kong built face. But she's a white woman, so she was wrong.
That had to be handled. They had to handle that.
They immediately were like, oh. Everybody, you just heard the whole community go, oh. Everybody just stopped and was like, oh.
Yeah, that had to be handled.
But look. Okay, so here's what they say. They said Houston was commenting on a segment involving a gorilla at the Oklahoma City Zoo who had taken over the venue's Instagram account. As a video of the ape played on the screen, Houston told Hackett, he kind of looks like you. The segment ended shortly after Houston's remarks were met with outrage on social media, where some have called her to be fired. Of course she's going to apologize because they wanted her to be fired. It was something that they thought was inconsiderate, it was inappropriate, and it hurt people. Houston told Hackett that she considered him to be one of his best friends, adding, I would never do anything on purpose to hurt you. My thing is this. With her saying it, though, because it was a thought in her head that she wanted to get out. Now, was she thinking it as just being funny? Or was she thinking like, oh, niggers look like monkeys? That's the thing about it. I don't think she meant it that way.
It don't matter.
It don't matter.
Got to be checked.
Got to be checked, definitely. But it's also like I just was watching the Dave Chappelle special today, where Dave Chappelle was talking about how Comedy Central wanted him to stop using the word fag.
I saw that.
Right. And, it's a bad word. But he turned around immediately and said, well, let me ask you a question. You don't want me to use the word fag, but how come I can use the word nigga profusely? And the lady came to him. This is a white lady that said to him, because you're not gay. And he turned to the lady and say, well, I'm not a nigga either.
Facts.
That's what you think of us.
Right.
That's what you think of me.
That's right.
So I feel it. I mean, yeah, she apologized and everything, but she apologized mostly to keep her fucking job. But she still called this man a gorilla-looking dude, even though he does look like a shaved Chewbacca.
Come on, man. Come on, Mr.
He does
Deeds.
look. I'm just saying, he does. Man, let me. If I had, I'm gonna pull this video one more time.
Man,
look at this nigga face.
You are not
look at that
gonna
nigga face.
Make me agree to
Tell me
this,
that
brother.
don't look like him.
No, it does not.
That don't look like he got the same color eyes. The monkey just got more hair on his face. I'm telling you, that nigga look like that monkey. But that's not me being racial. That's me just calling the ape an ape.
That's wrong, bro. That's not right.
That dude looks like Mighty Joe Young's cousin on the mother side.
Oh my goodness.
I'm telling you, man.
Oh my goodness.
That nigga looks like Grape Ape.
That is not right.
But the white woman can't call him a monkey.
That's
How
sure.
dare you, ma'am? He do look like an ape, though.
Oh, come on, man. It's not right. It's not right.
What do he look like?
I will not co-sign for that.
Wait,
That brother is a brother from a melanated tribe from the motherland.
Right, and he's very educated, bro. He's well spoken. You know, he clean, had the night. You know, he got his suits together, but he escaped from captivity once before.
Oh my goodness. I'm not co-signing that.
So to Anchor Houston, you know what it is. Calling that monkey a monkey.
No.
Dare you call that man a monkey? His name is Ape.
Oh, damn. Come on.
That nigga look like a monkey.
No.
Wait a minute. How many ways can you call a monkey a monkey?
Don't do that. Don't do that to
I'm
that.
not gonna do it.
Don't do that to that, man.
I'm not. He's a good guy though. I think he's a great guy, and you know he's well spoken, and he sleeps on his hay. Really.
Oh, see, there you go. Come on, Diggs. Come on, man.
Woo.
It ain't even my show. Can we go to the next one? Maybe.
Well, that was the ratchet part of the show, but in all ratchetness, there has to be an air of positivity. And that's where I bring to you the great vibe, where we talk about something positive instead of talking about the negativity like monkey face and anchors.
Oh, damn.
But shout out to Ross T. Dubflex for this song, by the way. But we got a great story right here. I think you should have listened to it.
Considered a failing school. Ray Villarreal went there to find out how it found its rhythm.
Get ready for school, cause it's everywhere. If you take a good look, it's all in the air.
Thomas Mayfield is willing to do just about anything for his students.
And our final estimate will be 47 what?
Mayfield has been teaching math at the Leadership Academy at Como Elementary for a year, a school in a predominantly black neighborhood where the median family income is less than $19,000. And more than 94% of the students are economically disadvantaged.
The reputation they're seeing from outside goers would be high crime, low socioeconomic families, single-parent homes. We're going to subtract instead of what?
Before Mayfield came on board, the school was at rock bottom. Attendance was low, disciplinary action high, and their test scores were so bad they'd received an F rating by the state.
If you do not get out of that hole, then yes, the state can decide to come in and take over your school.
So you guys were on the verge.
We were knocking on that door.
Principal Valencia Rines was brought in to fix the problem.
My mom was a single parent of 4. I had a father who was in and out of prison most of my life. I realize now
And she's the principal.
that my mom would go to bed hungry so that we can eat. And so I'm able to understand where a lot of my kids come from. And more importantly, I'm able to hold them accountable to not using any of those things as an excuse to not try to do better for yourself.
Recognizing the hardships Como students face, Rhymes knew they needed joy.
Brand new year, it's a brand new day. Doesn't matter about your past, cause the future's today.
Part of creating that joy included recruiting Mayfield.
The kids can work and they can do for you and they can do for themselves, but you have to show that you're transparent and be able to connect with them on other levels outside of just being in the academic setting.
Don't stop, keep learning, you got more to prove.
Mayfield calculated by adding students and fellow teachers together in music videos, he could help kids love what they were learning.
There was a song that we first started off with, Drake had a song. I know way too many numbers here right now that I didn't know back then.
When you bust out like that,
yeah.
What's the reaction you get from the kids?
Mama, he know about Drake, he know about Drake.
Trying to be more like Oprah with the best mix and matches.
Two of Mayfield's former students, Jayla Williams and Daniel Washington, say his approach to math is what made them want to come to school.
Every day he would tell us, I've been through this, you can't get around with me like that, and because he made his learning very fun.
We scratch out all of this and become what?
Principal Rhines also credits adding an extra hour to each school day and offering families more after-school programs to Como's transformation. To sum it up,
we just got the official results this morning. We are officially a B campus again this year.
It's not hard work, it's hard work. And I feel like you have to come from the heart in order to be able to do this job of teaching.
A school that can say they're starting on a high note. For CBS This Morning, Mireya Villarreal, Fort Worth, Texas.
Welcome back, because this one's for you.
The reporter's pun at the end was terrible. They're starting on a high note. No, it didn't work. But it seems like a person named Mayfield is always saving something that's struggling. Baker Mayfield saved Cleveland. He's saving that school in Texas. That's dope. I mean, because he's using real things that kids can understand to make it be adhesive to their minds, and they're getting better at learning. So to this man and that school, we salute you. And more schools need to put programs in there like that to make it be relatable to our students, our black students. And that's the great vibe for today. And that's also the ratchet news for today. When we come back, we're going to be talking to the homie right here. His name right here is MC Chill. We're going to talk to him. We're going to get it in with MC Chill and stuff, man. And, we're going to kick it with the Chillster, man. And we kicking it with him, man, because he came all the way here to kick it with us. Kick it. He's kicking it with us. We'll be right back. Vibe on air.
Welcome, out-of-town fans and NFL teams, to our fine city of Cleveland. My name's Sputnik, and I'll be your host for today's professional butt whooping. Where my dogs at? Where my dogs at? Where my dogs at? Where my dogs at? Dog Nation, Dog Nation. Swear to God, you don't want no confrontation. Where my dogs at? Where my dogs at? Where my dogs at? Where my dogs at? Dog Nation, Dog Nation. Swear to God, you don't want no confrontation. Let us welcome everybody to the Cleveland Brown Show. Dog pound and suave value, the sweetest combo. Eating Blackbird Ravens while riding a Bronco. And a Charger to us ain't nothing but a 9-vote. See the Cleveland Force like Obi-Wan Kenobi, Trayvon Coley, Larry Ogunjobi. Our defenders are fat boys screaming in jail. Exhale, inhale, equalizer Denzel. Ward on the set, Jason Treader is a threat. Chris Hubbard and Danny Vitale, put him in check. Antonio Callaway receiving the wide. David Noku about to slide Carlos Hyde with my Cleveland crew. We got cages for you Bengals and you Panthers and your Lions. It's the Cleveland Zoo. Just meet us on the field. We don't talk, we ball. And your paws ain't long enough to walk with dogs. Where my dogs at? Where my dogs at? Where my dogs at? Where my dogs at? Dog Nation, Dog Nation. Swear to God, you don't want want no confrontation. Where my dogs at? Where my dogs at? Where my dogs at? Where my dogs at? Dog Nation, Dog Nation. Swear to God, you don't want no confrontation.
Brian Orange and white stripes, the C-Town lights, getting the Cleveland crowd hype. I'm Bernie, I'm Brian Sykes, get the gurney after the hype. Hut 1, Hut 2, busting through any line. It's a Cleveland crunch crew. Can rise, a Cleveland connoisseur of the art of war. And I run with carnivores that can show you how to score. Anytime, any place, anywhere, in your face. We the dogs of the state, and we came to penetrate any front line. It's crunch time, better get your game tight. We go flame like we dogs off the chain, right? You know it down. And I got a poet flow. See you in Mars, Cleveland Browns, we came to overthrow. Moving like a locomotive through the county. Cuyahoga, where my brownies. Brought that dog like, where the pals meet. East C, the west side, they surround me.
Where my dogs at? Where my dogs at? Where my dogs at? Where my dogs at? Dog Nation, Dog Nation. Swear to God, you don't want no confrontation. Where my dogs at? Where my dogs at? Where my dogs at? Where my dogs at? Dog Nation, Dog Nation. Swear to God, you don't want no confrontation. Hugh Jackson of the city, Suave Gotti is the coach. No more ties, my guys, we want obvious results. The Steelers get stole on, Chiefs better hold on to they feathers, cause we about to get our roll on. Sean Coleman on, Joe Schobert on, Jarvis Landry holding his own, going long. Put it live on your iPhone, a message to you Eagles and you Jets and you Falcons, it's a no-fly zone. Tyrod Taylor, Joe Batonio, Terrence Mitchell, that's my homie though. Kevin Taylor is a hot stepper with real weapons like Amarius Randall and Jabril Peppers. What we do to you Saints and you Giants and you Texans, hit you in the midsection, snatch an interception. We the greatest on the field, all you Raiders and you Bills and you Buccaneer fans, we gon' take it to your grill. Baker Mayfield in the sky like Berkeley, surround him with dogs like Collins and Kursky. It's a team full of mutants from my synopsis and my man Miles Garrett, that's Colossus. Where my dogs at? Where my dogs at? Where my dogs at? Where my dogs at? Dog Nation, Dog Nation. Swear to God, you don't want no confrontation. Where my dogs at? Where my dogs at? Where my dogs at? Where my dogs at? Dog Nation, Dog Nation. Swear to God, you don't want no confrontation. Yeah, we gonna shout out the big dog execs. Big dog execs like Hard Times, GMS, Booming Entertainment with Joe Boom, and Studio 53.
real shit, not the earth shit. Come now. What? What you say, boy? You think you pussy fat? Fuck, we shot your face, boy. I see the real shit, not the mobile guy earth shit. No time for dealing with them dumb dogs. No time for dealing with the earth. Can't chill the dollars.
Now, it was one of them days when I wasn't doing nothing. Nigga, you was on the block, but I had just got to know from my bro as I go to the park, cause it's dark to see what they hitting for. In the park, we was jumping, and I make that shit like the boss. 3 for 50, come through with me. I'm not taking no loss, that's when it happened. Now, damn, it was my worst nightmare. It's that cop, Eugene, with the light and the glare. Was pointing straight to my face, but as he reached for his gun, I threw rocks in the ground, and I started to run into a building out the back of one corner of the alley. St. Clair, Superior, and the valley, they didn't catch me, of course, but I took such a loss. Had no money to re-up, and on my door I had told. So I took my butt home, and in the temple where I sat, an idea struck me that I'll never forget. That I was sitting there staring at a 3-bar soap, and if I cut it in the chunks, it'll look like dope. I cut up 20s and 10s, made a killing that day, and left 4 of your fiends screaming, hey! But see, they'll never catch me, and they can't hurt me. Of course, it's just another victim of the earth. I saw them then I put it in that because I'm having all your things up on me, because you know it's so good. I made a killing yesterday, but then I almost got caught because a couple of people were trying to say my shit was so soft. I kinda played the situation and stepped back in the field. Then make my next bet out of China and off fields. I quickly went to work without any haste, but something was wrong, it wasn't to the taste. Now damn, this thing keeps leaving me for sale. Gotta think quick, a little ordeal. I take some ordeal and squeeze on some. So when you taste the earth, you rock your tongue will get numb. And went back on the block with the kid I was fitting. I promise I want some khakis, I don't fit that description. About having silly suckers, I be out on the block. So when the fiends come back screaming about them rocks, then yo, I'm at home laughing at the suckers I took. While somebody who looked like me be kicking his ass with a solid and then the put it in there. Because I'm laughing on your fiends up on me, because you know I saw them. Now first it's like the yellow while I live in here, put orangey on more balls out the closet. That is if you got it, and if you want about some weight, well, I'ma give you a deal. Sell your ass on the back of the floor, have you thinking it's a kilo, and I'm gonna screw on flour. Now when it hardens, it's proper. A pocket full of white candy and the police can't stop ya. Yo, I'm feeling so creative today. I make a motherfucking know out of a boy can make and sell them. And then they put it in there. Because I'm having all your things up on me, because you know it's all good. I saw them. And then they put it in there. Because you know I'm having things up on me, because you know it's all good. So come now, you
It usually helps when I turn the mics on. Yeah, that's how they work. You know. You tuned in to the vibe on there. Mr. D's, the open mic king. We kicking it with it. MC Chill, not Kevin Chilius. Nope. Not K Chill. Nope. Not Mo Dog Chill. Not Cochise. The legend. MC Chill.
But big ups to all the dudes.
Yeah, shout out to all of them. Shout out to K Chill, Chris Ford Renovations. Shout out, boy. Shout out to Mo Dog Chill wherever you at with that mask on. Keep it on. Shout out to Kevin Chilius too.
OG.
Yeah, it's an OG time right now. We in the studio, man. Make sure if you want to talk to us. Oh shit, I just realized I didn't turn the phone on.
Oh, well, that would help.
Yeah, it's the Jameson. Shout out to MV Jazzo and Johnny O for having me drink that horrible Tito's and having me be all discombobulated. That's another legend, man. It's a legendary day, man. It's an OG day.
Grand Wizard.
All I need to do now is kick it with like Casper C and the real Roxanne. I'll be good. But yo, we in the studio right now. Oh, if you feel like talking to us, by the way, feel free. 216-526-1555. The phone is on now.
Hit us up. Talk to MC Chill.
Don't think it's K Chill, because it's not. Don't think it's Mo Dog Chill or Kevin Chilius. He didn't own the Millennium.
The Sheik and the Millennium.
Right. He's on the Sheik too. I forgot about that.
That's right.
But ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my guest, one of the founding fathers of Cleveland hip hop, the legendary, the first major label artist, I believe, in Cleveland. Give it up to MC Chill, Kevin Hurd.
Talk to me, Cleveland.
Talk to him. Now outstanding radio host. That ain't had me on the show yet.
We got you coming. You should hook that up with Felicia while you talk to her.
Right now, yeah, I gotta give it Felicia.
When's
she in town?
She's in town. She's back.
Oh, she back. Okay.
She made it back from LA. She was at the show yesterday.
Okay. So, Chill, Kevin,
yeah,
Mr. Hurd,
all of that.
Christopher Ford.
Nah, not that one.
All right, look. So we're gonna just take it to the beginning. Just go back. Where did it start for you? When did you decide that you wanted to just rap and walk us into how you came across a major label deal?
Well, okay, that's two different. Let's unpack that. That's two different questions.
Right, I know.
So along with everybody else outside of New York, when I heard Rapper's Delight, that was kind of the first time that I had heard anybody doing any type of rap.
Right.
And, by the time the second rap, by the time I heard Rapper's Delight or Curtis Blow's Christmas rapping or one of them sequence Go Funky Right On Up, I was already in the middle of writing rhymes.
Okay.
And it was right at that same time that me and Cochise, DJ Cochise, we formed a group called the Bomb Squad. It was it was the first supreme rap group in the Cleveland area.
Okay.
Full out with a crew, MC, DJs. And we started doing our thing as the Bomb Squad. Cochise won the Club Style Showdown at WDMT, which set off a whole tribe of DJs coming on the Club Style show, which was the incubator for hip hop in Cleveland.
Now that's Silver B was on that show at that time, right?
Silver B he was not on that show at that time. He came in that era, but as far as just MCs and DJs, really DJs who were bringing their MCs with them.
Okay.
And we were kind of that's where it all got started, because right behind Cochise and us as the Bomb Squad, my other DJ Kid Finesse, big ups to Finesse.
I remember Kid Finesse.
Johnny O came right behind that with the Sorcerer Crew kicking in the door, waving a 44. So from there, I was already rapping. So we go, this going back to like 80.
Right.
81.
Man, where was I in 81?
81. So I was rhyming back then. And then in 85, I met Mr. Magic, Mr. Magic's Rap Attack. For the people who don't know, he basically started the hip hop radio format, and he discovered Houdini and Roxanne Shante and all those groups.
If you're not familiar with Mr. Magic, think of this KRS-One song. Mr. Magic might wish to come and try to save you, but instead of helping you out, he gave you the same thing I gave you.
or Biggie's Mr. Magic Marley Marl.
Right. Exactly.
So Mr. Magic rolled through. One thing led to another. I had a demo, slid it to him, took it to New York, gave me a call back, asked me did I want a record deal with Fever Records, which if anybody doesn't know, not familiar with the Fever or Fever Records, the club, the Fever in the South Bronx was the first hip-hop club of any note. Before MCs or DJs they were in the parks before they were in a club. So the first club that lit MCs and DJs, that lit hip-hop in, was the Fever in the South Bronx. And every new artist from Grandmaster Flash to Fat Boys to everybody went to the Fever to try to get a deal. That's what the movie Crush Groove was about.
Right.
They went to the Fever in the movie so they could get a deal, and this was reality. So they end up signing me. I'm not probably the first non-New Yorker to be on an iconic label like that. So I was on Fever Records, and I probably just missed being in the movie Crush Groove by about 2 months.
Wow.
Because the movie wrapped just after I signed my deal with Fever. So the
was
whole roster was in the movie.
You was like Run DMC, Sheila E.
All of that.
Man, full force.
Right. And to go to the Fever, just to be there and walk in and you see all the OGs, you see the founders. You can walk into the Fever and see Kool Herc. You can see the cats who named hip-hop at the Fever. So, at that point, I was the first national rap recording artist out of Cleveland. First song, Busta's Rhyme, did Billboard Top 100. And that was before there was a rap chart.
Right.
I was just on the
there
chart.
There wasn't no rap chart.
With Whitney Houston and
wow.
New Edition.
Wow.
So that's what it did, Deeds.
That's what it did. Now, I'm gonna let me bring this camera back right here. Cause a lot of y'all, look, Brains, you my dude.
It's my brother.
You went platinum. I give you that. But he's the first. No shade though, cause you dope too. But he's the first.
No, and Brains, that's my brother, and that's my brother.
I'm just fucking with him.
And
for real.
that's a big thing to go platinum.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And let me put it this way, and this is to put that in context. When I was out, there was only one hip hop group that was platinum on the planet.
Right.
And that was Run DMC.
Run DMC.
There was only one group that was platinum.
Curtis Blow never went platinum?
Nah. But hey, platinum, bro, you got to get some white people to be buying your
stuff.
stuff.
And Run DMC transcended both sides. Yeah, they sure did.
Yeah, it didn't happen until Run DMC's Raising Hell.
Right.
So that's the context that's in. But no, my brother Brains, I'm proud of everybody who added to that foundation of what Cleveland hip hop is. And that's my bro. We working on something together, as a matter of fact.
And once again, it wasn't no shade. It was just being funny because all of this stuff is a legacy of the tapestry of Cleveland hip hop. Period.
That's right.
You started it with you the first national artist, and I don't know if it was anybody else really after you that got real big or anything. But then Brains,
until Brains, right.
Brains did his thing with Uchi Coochie La 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 took off, and then later on, Bone,
right.
And then you got MGK. It's crazy, but it's like in segments and down. And
okay,
now you
done left out some people in between.
Like who? Like Ruda Bang? Who?
No, you left out Cudi.
Oh yeah, Kid Cudi. Yeah, Kid Cudi. My fault. Kid Cudi definitely did his thing. Who else?
And hold on, there's somebody else. You left out Cudi. You hit MGK. Okay.
I mean, I could name some R&B artists like Sherry Dennis.
Oh yeah, no, but I'm talking about hip hop. I'm talking about MCs, and then you got other cats. You got like Chip the Ripper.
Oh yeah, Chip the Ripper doing his thing right now. You got Ray Jr.
Ray Jr.
You got Ruda Bang. It's a lot of dudes that's doing their thing. They doing their thing. They not as prolific yet, but Ray about to blow. I mean, you can't deny that. But this is about MC Chill right now. We talk about MC Chill right now. Now, back in the day, I was aspiring hip hop artist. I used to actually make beats at home and put them on tape, and I would use 2 different tape decks to like make dubs and stuff, and keep recording over recordings. Even though it started to how that reduction started to go down.
But that's how you did it.
That's how you did it.
And
I used to make beats. I had a little drum machine. It was like.
Did you have the Citron cassettes?
I don't even remember for real. It was like some regular ass. It was a regular boombox. It was probably like one of them over there.
Okay.
And I just knew how to plug the audio into the record thing, and it just kept playing it. And then I would get a mic, and I would do that.
That's hip hop.
Or of course, my biggest thing back then, you would battle.
Yep.
You would battle. But I mean, you was already, like, I remember seeing shows where they was talking about coming to the Civic Center, and it'd be like, from Cleveland, MC Chill, they showed, like, it was a commercial where it was like, it had a picture of you, but then it would, like, digitize, and the MC story.
Yeah.
I remember that back in the day, and I was like, man, that's about to be me. And it wouldn't. No, I did some shows, though. But, I mean, what was it like for you in the first few years of being on Fever Records and being the first, like, being a non-New Yorker? Was it like was you not like a part of the club because you went from New York? Was it different for you? Was it more difficult?
Oh yeah. Oh, no. It was a duality for sure. Because in Cleveland, you know, I was the first.
Right.
So, you know, I'm in Cleveland. It's like, yo, MC Chill, Cleveland's own, the first cat. I walked around. It was, you know, I was like the king of Lumumba.
King of Zamunda.
Zamunda. They was throwing flowers in front of my feet.
Dance on one foot and barking like a dog.
You know, I had my own money in Cleveland.
Right.
But in New York,
chill dollars.
Hey, in New York, it was a different story, bro. They didn't give it up to me easy. They didn't, you know, they didn't. New York is hard like that. And plus, but you got to realize, I was probably like the first cat that got accepted by New York that was not an East Coast. Really, maybe not even a New Yorker during that time. So I kind of opened the door for New York to understand that it's MCs in other places besides New York. So I got played on WBLS. I got played on 97 Kiss with Red Alert with Mr. Magic. So, you know, that was a big thing. But no, I actually had to prove myself every day I went to New York. But it was because that I was a person who appreciated the culture.
Right.
I knew my history of hip hop. I knew my people. I knew my founders. So it wasn't like I was just walking up trying to get in the club and I didn't have my passwords. My membership card was stamped.
Right.
Plus the whole Fever connection made it easy for me.
You was on Fever Records, so you was easy. You should have been able to walk into the Fever like it was yours.
Right. And you know, I'm not gonna kid myself. Red Alert wasn't playing my stuff because he loved me. It was love for the Fever.
Okay.
You know, and since Mr. Magic, quote unquote, discovered me, then of course, you know, it's going to get that Mr. Magic Marley Marl play on the Rap Attack. But again, because of the Fever, I was getting that love on Red Alert show. But internationally, they like playing Prophecy in the UK. They was like nuts over that.
Wow.
And so I was getting play all over the planet. But it was that love from New York, that validation that kind of set the standard for other MCs in other cities, other states, in Atlanta, in Detroit, in Chicago. But before me, it wasn't any. Now there were MCs on those places,
right?
But they weren't getting that national love, and they were not getting that validation from the home of hip hop.
Right. Now, even though you had that issue in here, you said, you know, of course in Cleveland you got love. So when you did shows in Cleveland, and it came like you was with like maybe like Curtis Blow or whoever you might have came with, when you came to Cleveland, what was the vibe like when you walked out on that stage after, you know, of course you was already being played all over the country?
Oh man, it was nuts. I mean, the crew. I had a really cool crew. I had, you know, everybody. I don't know, everybody knows my dancer Teddy Ted. They still see Teddy Ted out on
Teddy Ted everywhere.
Teddy Ted is everywhere right now, but he started with me. My human beatbox beat master T. You know, we did shows. I had girls singing backup. I had girls singing hooks and backup before cats was doing that like that.
Okay.
And but to do shows in Cleveland, we did shows in the Park, Wood Hill, Glenville, Lee Harvard, East Cleveland. We did all those shows, and we did the Run DMC's Raising Hell tour show at Public Hall. And, you know, I remember one time somebody was like, yeah, Chill, you know where Public Hall is? I'm like, do I know where it is?
I'm going to be there.
I rock rhymes with Run DMC at Public Hall. I graduated at Public Hall.
Right.
But yeah, to be on that stage with Houdini and LL and Run and them and the Beastie Boys.
Man.
And we just didn't do those shows in Cleveland, but it was a difference in Cleveland.
Right, when you came here, because I know the crowd like tried to shake the earth when you say from Cleveland, MC Chill, and it was just like, whoa.
But you know what? And it was still both, because, you know, you got that love, But you also got that hate.
Oh yeah, it's the haters. It's the haters.
And I was really the first one that they had opportunity. They didn't have anybody to hate.
They had them.
So I got the first love and I got the first hate.
By the way, if you want to see Teddy Ted, just go to Racino on Friday.
He there getting his hand dance on.
He doing everything. He's still flipping around like he's 20 years old. So
facts.
We laugh at Teddy Ted a lot. I'm sorry.
It's my brother.
He do his thing though.
I raised Teddy Ted.
But so after you did this thing, you went national. You made this album. How many albums did you kick out for Fever?
We did, and you know what? And this is another thing in context, because I was the first artist on, even though Fever Records was like this legendary, iconic label. Probably the most known back in the day standout person on Fever was Love Bug Starsky, who people know also from that shout out on the
Master
Biggie.
Flex, Love Bug Starsky.
Love Bug Starsky was probably the man on Fever Records. But all of those groups they had before me, nobody ever had an album. Nobody had a full length, multiple song album on Fever Records. Because back in the day, they just released 12 inches. They released single after single after single after single. So Fever Records had never had an album until the MC Chill album.
Wow.
So the singles lasted like 3 years. Like the songs on the albums lasted like 3 years. Like I rocked from 85 to 88 going into 89 off the same album until I finally released Nightmare on Chill Street. And at that point, the walls came tumbling down. The label went down. The parent company had some issues. But Sutra Records, which the Fat Boys were on Sutra Records, but we were all label mates. Myself, the Fat Boys, and Kid and Play. We were all on that company together. But the Fat Boys were the OGs. They were the ones that got the budget for the video. Because back then, only the hottest group got that video budget. And with our record company, and it was me, and it was funny because in the lineup, Fat Boys were number 1. I was number 2. And then Kid and Play was number 3. But at that point, Kid and Play, they hadn't become Kid and Play yet.
Right.
They were called the Fresh Force Crew. And they went by their names, Kid, Cool Out, and Playboy. So later they left, shortened their names, repackaged, and came back as Kid and Play.
Wow. See, this is a history lesson for you dumb motherfuckers. Just so you know. So what was the deal like? I know back then, especially this is the beginning of hip hop. What was your deal like? And I mean, if you can get specifics, the dollar amounts, you don't have to. But just tell us how that deal went down. It was like, what was it like in the signing? If you signed anything, but what was it like just at that time doing a deal in hip hop? Because it's different now.
Right. Oh, it's much different. But see, the thing about that made my deal a little different is I had actually already signed to a regional deal. My big brother Jimmy Stevens Jr., old school DJ in Cleveland. I'm talking about back in the day, WABQ Jimmy Scorpio Stevens, who's the uncle of Lord Jazz from Lords of the Underground.
Okay.
But he actually had signed me to a regional deal, which was still going to be the first actual record deal out of Cleveland.
Right.
And I had signed the deal. I had a contractual agreement with Jimmy Stevens for a label that he was calling Plum Place. Because back then they were trying to do Cleveland. The New York is the Big Apple and Cleveland is the Plum.
Yeah,
so he was calling it Plum Place. But he had vision to see that this hip hop thing was going to be something, and it could be something not just in New York. So I had signed an agreement. So that day that Mr. Magic asked me, did I met him? He heard some of my songs. That's why I even had demos, because I was working on the album for Plum Place. And when he asked me, did I have a record deal? I knew what it was. I actually had to say no when I knew that I did. Ooh. I was like, we'll work this out later, because I knew what he was asking me. Do you want to be national? You want me to take this to New York and make something happen?
Right.
So I'm like, no, I don't have a deal, and we're going to work it out later if something happens.
Let's get this money.
That's right. So when they called me from Sutra Fever Records, and then I had to say, okay, well, yeah, I actually do have some paperwork. So, they worked it out with Jimmy. He wasn't really happy about it because he was trying to start his label with his hip-hop artist and do his thing and probably eventually go national on his terms with his money. But he knew once they got involved, you know, you got the Italian Sal Abatiello running Fever. You got the other cats, the Morris Levy and them running Sutra. Mm-hmm. He knew that things would go change. So, but everybody got a piece. Jimmy got a piece. Sal got a piece. Mr. Magic got a piece. Marley Marl got a piece. My producer, Mike Chapman, got a piece. So that left a smaller piece for
and you
Chill.
just named another Cleveland icon, Mike Chapman.
Mike Chapman produced. But you know what?
His studio, it was on 71st and Superior.
Okay, but when he was doing my stuff, he didn't have a damn studio.
Right.
He was not even he wasn't even a hip hop producer, but he was the closest thing to a hip hop producer. He became a hip hop producer by doing my stuff.
Okay.
He had like this synthesized Project 5 type thing, like a Kraftwerk type joint.
Right.
But when I started to record, and there was not, now what? It's producers everywhere. But at that point, there was none.
Right.
So I'm like, it's this kid, Mike Chapman. Mike Chapman was like 17 years old. And so I ran Mike Chapman down. He had just got away to college at Ohio State. We rolled to Ohio State, not having no cell phones. We don't know a number. We just roll up on The Ohio State University, talking about, do y'all know Mike Chapman?
Wow.
And so, but Mike did the production. But but needless to say, what ended up happening is that I used my advance money every time I needed some money. And I was using it for college. I was at Kent State University. So every time it was tuition time, I needed tuition. I had an apartment. You can't be MC chilling living in the dorm room.
Right.
So, you got to have an apartment. So I'm like, I need a check. I don't know when my royalty statement is coming, but I got to pay this tuition because I went to Kent on a full scholarship.
Okay.
They took my scholarship because they felt I was taking too many Black Studies courses. I took English in the Black Studies department.
Wow.
For my language, I took Kiswahili. For history, I took Black Studies. So they was like, man, you killing me. This is not what we gave you this for.
That's
so the record company picked it up, and every time I needed tuition, they wrote the check. I gave it to Kent State. I gave it to my apartment. I gave it to Nike and Adidas. And and the jewelry store.
Right. You was fresh to death.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So so while I didn't get regular royalty checks, because when I did get them, they were minus what they had already given me. They had to recoup
pulling from it. Yeah.
But what I did get when I got my first mechanical royalty check from songwriting, from publishing, man, I opened that check. I was like, damn, this all right. I'm gonna go buy me a car or something. And my mom was like, no, hell no, you putting that money in the bank, son. What you gonna do, son?
You was ready to do what most niggas do.
Man,
blaze.
I was when I got that first mechanical royalties for songwriting and publishing, man, that check was nice.
Man.
It was nice. So that was like the first real check that I had gotten because I used up all my other money, getting advances.
Right. Okay.
So I don't know if that answered your question. I
did.
I didn't put any digits.
Right.
I didn't rock any amounts. I didn't tell you how much was in the bag.
Right. You ain't got to. But that's dope though. That's dope. But because that's what it is, and that's what a lot of artists don't understand. If you had your own publishing. You had your own, you got songwriting.
Right.
A lot of artists don't know about that, and that's where people lose money. And that not having a publishing or not having the rights to their music. And then if you had the rights to your music, then you definitely gonna make money. Larry Gardner on Facebook said,
LG!
What's going up with MC Jill?
LG, Larry Gardner Jr., not only a good brother from Leon Harvard. I don't know if you know that I'm the new president of the Greater Cleveland Association of Black Journalists.
Okay.
Harry Boomer, did you know, from 1943, had been the president for the last 5 years. And I had served as his vice president for all of those years. So I'm a month and a half in to being the new president. And my man Larry Gardner is one of our good members.
That's what's up. But you said black, right?
That is correct.
But Larry is not.
Oh, come on, man.
Shout out to Larry Gardner. You know what it is.
LG Jr.
I've known Larry for over 20 years. That's my dude, even though, he he reads his phone just like this.
Oh, come on, man. Come on. I know Larry's daddy.
You know Larry's daddy.
Larry's daddy is a Lee Harvard OG.
Right. Larry is not a Lee Harvard OG though.
That Larry's daddy is. So he's
He's a
prince of
Larry
of
is
Lee
a
Harvard.
Fleet and Broadway OG.
he still get Lee Harvard love.
Larry
he got
gets,
Lee Harvard car.
Larry gets suntan love.
Oh, see there.
Shout out to Larry, man. Happy birthday, by the way, man. I know it's your birthday the other day, man. Happy birthday to you.
I went down to his show.
You light-skinned, years old.
I went down to his show. I kicked it with LG.
I saw that dude was down there, too, on Headlines and Headaches. I had Larry on the show, too. Larry is a thought-provoking dude. He has had some issues in the past that I would crack on, but I'm not right now. But Larry is a good dude, man, and shout out to Larry. But here's what I want to do. I want to play some of your music, and then I want to come back and talk to you about your radio shows and, you being a journalistic person like me, even though I'm funnier. But
facts.
It's true facts. This is real shit. And we're gonna talk about this girl I know and how y'all related to each other somehow.
Talk about it.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. But we're gonna jump into some music from my man MC Chill right here. We're gonna take y'all back in the day to the first artist to get signed to a major label out of Cleveland. This is The Vibe on air. And don't forget you can call in when we come back though. If you call in during the break, I will fucking find you. Angry. Bye.
Everybody out there, this your girl is Success. I need y'all to check out Passion on the Billion. The single just dropped, but in the meantime, y'all need to check out The Vibe on air.
We're all portion of our life, sometimes can be heard. We're living in lyrics, looking for glory, and it all can be found in MC stories. I wrote this story not just for me, but for those who long to become MC. For those who know and who understand how good it feels with the mic in your hand. If you're down and you know you're not just a poet or just anybody there with the mic in your face. You're the heart of the street, the king of the beat, a slave to the rhythm that rocks the place. You're a DJ's dream and MC supreme. Cold being to the most, if you know what I mean. Every night I pray, each and every time, and thank God to be born with the power of rhyme. My neurological need, psychological limit. It is a mission to explore my God's given gift. To want it so bad, we would do it for free. We were sworn to be born the supreme MC. Story. MC story. MC story. MC story. Creating a world which is made of words. We're a portion of our life, sometimes can be heard. We're living in lyrics, looking for glory, and it all can be found in MC story. And there was laughter from dusk to dawn. It seemed the whole world was singing along. We don't stand for one, we stand for all. The fine MC storming down by law. From the street to the stage, the raise all hell. I'm a cold as grandmaster, Nelly Bell. At parties I sing, people laugh and cry. And right before my eyes, I see homeboys die. We sing the right, we sing the wrong. Therefore we rap our words instead of singing a song. But when we sing a song, we always sing of how one day we will become the king. Not the king of the land or the king of the throne, but a king that rocks the microphone. We get politics, just good luck. They all claim for money, they can hook you up. But if you make a mistake, it's the chance to take, or whether or not you'll never get your break. So reach for the star, it's your only chance to be loved by millions. It's a big romance. If you're looking for the people who are looking for glory, look in the words of an MC story. Of our life sometimes can be heard. We're living in lyrics, looking for glory, and it all can be found in MC story.
can be heard. We're living in words. Looking for glory and all can be found in MC Story.
What have we got here?
My name is MC Chill, and when they told me I could make a record, I thought to myself, well, it's about time. So I went and got my mellow mic nice on his dangerous DMX. My homeboy Beatmaster T on the human percussion, and the Surgeon General himself, DJ Kick the Nets, cutting it up. So this is our turn now, let's bust it like this. You're talking about lines, and if you're talking about fresh, they must be fine. When you hear a Def Jam, what you hear and you feel, and who you hearing right now is MC Chill. You see, I got more juice that made me, and I am definitely fresher than lemonade. Cause when my liquid's all gone, baby, that's what you get. Cause when I bust another rhyme, you'll get me with bust this. The time higher up to beat the gunfighters, but red man is it, and we are right, so I bust a quick the rhyme and didn't leave my name. Disappeared in the dust, just like I came. Now every year this time, they all stand in line for that stranger to return and bust another fresh rhyme, fresh rhyme.
Please, can you bust this rhyme just one more time? Can you please bust one more rhyme for me? Please, can you bust this rhyme just one more time? Can you please bust one more rhyme for me?
Well, I was busting another rhyme, but I'm getting it. So I might see a bit of blue telling me it's time for those concerned. I hope you will learn that the young success will always return. Now as the old saying goes, up in the North Pole, just keep on chilling. But don't catch cold, so from the polar bear's daddy, the ice creator, I won't say goodbye, just catch you later.
There was the beat, and the beat was without form, thus becoming music. And the music was good, and from that music evolved a new form, conceived and created from ancient tribal drums to the sounds of the city streets, and it was called rap. But from the goodness of rap came forth a deluge of perpetration, greed, and destruction thereof. Behold, the prophecy.
Control, chaotic, melodic, simplistic words. As the father, I am broken hearted and I got confidence. What I have started, I was there in the beginning and will be at the end. And it won't come back unless I start again. That is, we're here, blind eyes to see the message in my music and the prophecy. It's all from all the time.
Yeah. We back. It's the Vibe on Air. Mr. D, Super Mike King. We kicking it with MC Chill, the legendary. And we've been talking all through the break of this fool. Shout out to Teddy Ted, man. That last video, if y'all saw it, the dude who was dancing before the other two dudes with the kung fu suits on, that was Teddy Ted. If you want to see Teddy Ted, like I said, go to the Racino on Fridays to the 93 FM night with a mod.
The Cobra.
And he'll be up there doing some of them same dance moves with a big ass belt buckle on, dancing with some old chick.
Man, you are not right.
I know, man. It's all right. It's all right. But we talking to MC Chill, and you know, he's transcended hip hop. He's been through the beginning of it. He's still here, but he also is doing other things now. I mean, MC Chill is he's multifaceted, and we got a gnat infestation going on, so I keep snatching stuff. You know, don't worry about it. It's just snatching.
And you quick too.
I am. I've been watching The Karate Kid since I was like, you know, Miyagi taught me if you can catch it with a chopstick.
Chopstick.
Yeah, but I ain't got no chopstick. I just got these big ass hands. But let's talk more to Chill, and I'm just gonna do this and stop the music. But so
man, you played Prophecy. Wow.
I had to, man.
A live version.
See, I am a journalist too, and I dig deep.
Wow. That was at the Ohio Valley Music Awards.
Yeah. Do they even still do them?
Nah.
Yeah. I know they do the Ohio Hip Hop Awards and a lot of different Ohio awards now, but so what was it like when you did that? That, you know, you told me a little bit about it, you know, but tell the people.
Well, it was because I mean, and I think people know, especially back in the day in the industry, you had to bring your records to Cleveland to break it national, regardless of where you were from. You had to rock the Ohio Valley area. So at that specific music awards, it wasn't a local event.
Okay.
Arsenio Hall was the MC right before I started performing. Arsenio had introduced me.
Okay.
And at that award show, LL was at the show. Houdini performed at the show. The Fat Boys performed at the show. This wasn't although it was in Cleveland, this wasn't a local show.
This was a big show.
It was a big show. The Ohio Valley was a major hub for all music for black people music. You had to have come out of the Ohio Valley.
And they used to say that too, because a lot of the big performers, even back in like the 70s and 60s, came through Ohio, like in Cincinnati, you know, like with Ohio Players and all that stuff.
That's right.
All the, you know, so yeah, I mean, that's when you look at anything in music before, I say the 90s, it came to Ohio.
Right. So as you can see, I set some trends back then. As we were talking, as we were watching it,
right.
You see me rocking a tuxedo, and I got a tuxedo, and I'm rocking some Reeboks.
Right.
So I'm letting Jay-Z, Russell Simmons, everybody who after that
he did it first,
started rocking tuxedos and sneakers. I pioneered that. Having women on stage singing hooks, I did that. Nobody was doing that before then. But yeah, to be on that stage, because like I said, Houdini performed, Fat Boys performed, and we were label mates, so we was cool. LL was there. He didn't perform, but he showed up to win my award that I was nominated for. I thought it was a ripoff because it was like new hip hop artist, and he already had been out for a year. I'm like, how the hell y'all done gave that man I know y'all gave him the award because he showed up, but come on now, y'all can't give L my award. But anyway, yeah, but that show was nice, man, and it wasn't just a hip hop show. It was they had reggae, R&B.
Oh wow!
It was people from all over performing. You just saw my performance because my performance was the showstopper.
I wonder if you could find anything of that whole performance of the whole show.
You know what? I know people who put that show together. My girl, Betty Jean Halliburton, helped put that together. And a couple other people. I always ask them. They keep saying, Chill, we do have that whole show. Because I would like to see the intro that Arsenio Hall did. Dope. But it's some people with that still around because I believe that even came off of somebody's VHS.
Yeah, that's what it looked like too. It looked like
recording.
they had the tracking a little funny.
Right.
If you remember VHSs, you had to do the tracking a certain way. But now, you know, you've done all this in hip hop. So you told us about how the label ended up falling, and then you said it was the end. But what do you mean when you say that? I mean, that's your last album? Was that your last time doing tracks, or what? Tell us.
I did. We were working on a new album after the initial MC Chell album had rocked for like 3.5 years.
And how many records did you sell approximately?
And it's hard to tell because and I'll say this, when the record company that you're with is also the one doing the manufacturing of your records,
okay,
you don't really know how many.
Some going out the front door,
right? And so when they're making them, they're counting them. And see, one thing, if they certify you gold, that means they have to pay you for gold.
Right.
So if they never tell you you're gold, but when your records are when you're on Billboard, you know, once you're on Billboard and you're doing shows, you're on the playlist, the ad list for almost every radio station across the country, then you kind of know that you're at least gold.
Right.
But again, so I don't know. I think they labeled it just before the gold. But you know, when they say gold, then they have to pay you for gold. So they didn't want to do that.
Okay.
But was that the question?
Yeah, like how many records you sold. You pretty much just said it. So
okay.
You probably sold gold records, but somehow they didn't tell you.
Right.
And so they didn't pay you for gold.
And you know, not that I'm making that up, because when I say the record company went under, what ended up happening is the owner, the executive director of the entire record conglomerate actually got caught for pirating records.
Wow.
He wasn't just, you know, pressing up MC Chill records. He was pressing up Whitney Houston records. So whoever when you got your own pressing plant, you can press up everybody's records.
Right.
So you know, he left, went to Australia, something like that, got extradited. They brought his ass back, and he ended up catching a case behind that. So he was printing up other people's records. So if he was bootlegging Whitney Houston records,
oh wow,
then you know.
So he's a piece of shit.
who knows how many? You know, I ain't gonna call him names because he got roots to still run deep.
Okay.
In the gangster community.
My fault.
But yeah, so once he went down, the whole empire of Sutra, Fever, and it was a lot of record labels attached to that company. Buddha Records that Gladys Knight and the Pimps used to be on. Sugar Hill Records was initially a part of. They pressed Sugar Hill Records. That was also a part of that company, and that's how I end up getting the Melly Mel hookup on MC Story.
Which is another thing I wanted to talk about too, because that's dope in itself. I mean, once again, we keep talking about how you're a Cleveland guy, and you know, you in New York doing this, and you know, in New York they don't look at Clevelanders like we just, you know, but you validated yourself by jumping on a joint, or having Melly Mel jump on a joint with you. And here's the thing they didn't know. Tell them.
Okay, they weren't really even doing collabs back then.
Right.
And so when part of the deal for Mel to be, and everybody who doesn't know, Grandmaster Melly Mel, part of Grandmaster and the Furious Five, the first rap group to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Melly Mel, who changed the game when he made the message, the "Don't Push Me Because I'm Close to the Edge." That changed hip hop forever. And as far as I'm concerned, one of the greatest rhyme writers in the history of hip hop. So when it came to the point that Mel was going to do the collab, they didn't want to. The record company didn't want to pay Mel songwriters royalties. They didn't want to deal with publishing or mechanical royalties. They just wanted to pay him to do the song, to come on and perform. So they asked me to write the lyrics for Mel, and of course I'm looking like, are y'all nuts? First of all, Mel's not gonna go for that.
Right.
And you know, and how you ask me to write rhymes for the guy who wrote the message?
Ghostwriting with the thing back then.
It was no thing. It didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
How you gonna ghostwrite? Before they call it ghostwriting.
Your pen game was you. That's right. You know, you stood.
That's back when MCs were MCs. They wrote their own tracks, and that was it.
So I knew that was gonna be a problem. And so they said, we'll handle it. Mel just wants the money. We already have Mel under contract from the whole Sugar Hill thing, and we'll handle it. So then I had to go. I went back to college, not sleeping, thinking I had to write 16 for Mel. You know, not only the dude who did the message, but the dude who first said a child is born with no state of mind, blind to the ways of mankind. The dude who did the lyrics on Beat Street, newspaper, burning in the sand, and the headlines read, man destroys man, extra, extra, read all the bad news. I'm like, this dude's a for real rhyme writer. So I got to write for real rhymes.
Wow.
And so, you know, I wrote his verse. Mel came in the studio, and he walked in. He was Melly Mel, you know, with the braids. He got on some fringes hanging off his. He got some buckles.
You said
and
he
shit.
came in. I'm Melly Mel, nigga.
He came in, and you're like, damn, that's Melly Mel. I mean, you know, he got the buckles and the boots and the
shades and shit.
Big. I'm like, damn, that go Melly Mel. And Mel said, let me hear the track so I can write my lyrics. I'm like, oh shit, somebody didn't tell him. And then Mike Chapman, the producer, said, hey, Mel, the lyrics already got written. Okay, him and his boy cracked the hell up. And like, who in the hell would have the damn nerve to write my lyrics? And I'm looking like, y'all better get that man a pencil and paper and let him write them lyrics. And they like, nah, chill. So they told him I wrote them, and he looked at me like, are you out of your damn mind? And so finally it came down to the point where they said, listen to what Chill wrote for itself. Because I already recorded this back in Cleveland. Listen to and we in Quad Studios, like I told you, same studio that Tupac got shot at the first time.
Right.
Got shot at. No, not shot at, shot.
Yeah, he got shot.
Not killed that time, but
yeah, he got shot.
He blamed it on Biggie and them, and
Right.
Puffy.
He said
But
Biggie
that studio is where I was recording at. So Mel walks in. So the music is pumping. My lyrics come on. I wrote this story not just for me, but for those who long to become MCs. He hears that. His boy hears that. They're like, you know what? That's pretty nice. Let me hear what you wrote for me. But it was a whole different attitude then. And he looked, I gave him the legal pad. He read it. He said, give me a pen. He changed like one word and wrote it the same way. Rocked it the same way I wrote it.
Wow, that's dope as hell. This is the first ghostwrite incidents ever in the history of rap.
I wouldn't even call it, I'm not even, out of respect for Mel, I'm not even calling it ghostwriting.
But did Mel get paid for writing this song?
They gave him a bag.
He got a bag for just doing the song.
He got a bag for just showing up and doing the song.
That's what's up, man. See the hip hop. Y'all don't know, man. This is a different game, man. This is different. Y'all got to really understand the business side of it. And he's been doing it since day one. Now, you never got a chance to do the second album.
Okay, right. So after the first album, when I was preparing to start writing songs for the second album, and they rushed me. They said, we need something right now. We need a single right now. The only thing I had written at that point was this Freddy Krueger joint that I just kind of wrote because I saw Nightmare on Elm Street. So I wrote the song Nightmare on Chill Street. Never intended it for it to be a single, just a filler that was going to be on the album because I'm trying to write some killer stuff coming back because now the music is starting to change. Public Enemy is on the scene. KRS-One is on the scene. So you got to remember, I was before them cats.
Right.
And so now, Big Daddy Kane is showing up.
Oh, yeah.
So, now I gotta come with it. And just as, we start getting ready, they go ahead and put out Nightmare on Chill Street. And as I'm writing my other lyrics, trying to get my stuff together, and talking about doing work with because I love working with Mike Chapman, but now I'm starting to do work with other producers. I'm working with some New York producers. Nightmare on Chill Street, my man Fresh Gordon from Brooklyn. Big ups to the BK. Fresh Gordon produced that, who had done the Fat Boys in the House. He had done his own song, Gordy's Groove, and had lightweight done a lot of songs for all those Brooklyn cats, for Biggie, for Big Daddy. He did Salt and Pepper's Push It.
Okay.
In his, you look on the label, it said recorded at Gordy's house. Literally, it was at Gordy's house.
That was his house.
They did vocals in his bathroom, same place I did my vocals at.
Oh, wow.
So I had started meeting other people, start rocking with Biz Markie and cats like that. And Just is when the label collapsed. And we were in the process of working something out with Island 4th and Broadway, which Rakim was on.
Right.
And so we were just in the process of working out a deal with them when in 1989 NWA drops Dope Man. The game changed.
Game changed.
Game changed. The game changed. Gangster rap came in. The LA Cats came in hard.
By just saying simple words like, it was once said by a man who couldn't quit.
You know, but hey, Dre came with them funk beats. They had started getting real systematic in New York with their production, real fancy with it. Dre brought it back to just the simple funk beats, where I'm not to say that you could just say any rhymes on top of it, but his beats, man, was killer. So the industry changed. I wasn't a gangster. And I'm a college student, so I'm doing my thing. And now I'm starting to get into journalism, and I'm trying to put out other MCs because I'm not just trying to do it for me. So I'm rocking with cats. I'm trying to bring up dudes like Bango the B-Boy Outlaw.
Shout out to Bango.
My boy Surge, Serious Effects Rhymes, Giving Education.
Man, you bringing back dudes from back in the day.
Lori D, who ended up becoming 350 the Mobstress.
Shout out to 350.
So my man Todd Sams, who it was Todd Ski with the Step Off crew, who ended up being the choreographer for Usher and Chris Brown. But all these cats, I'm bringing up people behind me, trying to get them, you know, on the stage. So, and at the same time, I'm doing my journalism thing.
Right.
And so that's how that kind of jumped off. That was Chill's career after. That was my move after my hip hop career.
And now you have a show on 1490. I'm correct.
I came back to radio.
I
came back to radio. I started doing the Rapper's Delight show at WZAK way when I still had records out.
Right.
And I was breaking other people's records, not just from I was breaking Cleveland records. I broke Suave Gotti's Pink Gangster.
Okay.
I broke a lot of the Johnny O and the Sorcerer Crew cuts, but I also was breaking cuts like Criminal Minded, the Audio 2, Top Billin'. I was breaking songs that
Queen
nobody
Latifah.
Queen Latifah.
EPMD, because I remember those. I used to have my tape ready.
I was the first ones really playing those cuts.
Yeah.
And so I started. Now, what was the question again?
What was your track? Just keep going. Just keep going.
You know, when I get to talking about old school history.
I'm just saying we moving now into your journalism phase.
Okay, there we go. So I'm in New York, and I see John Schechter, who was he was the publisher of Source magazine.
Okay.
It was when Source was the Bible of hip hop. There was no Vibe. There was no XXL. It was none of that. It was just Source.
The Source.
And so, you know, being a Cleveland representative, as I always was, I'm up in his grill like, when you doing some stuff in Cleveland? How come it ain't no Cleveland stuff in Source magazine? And he's like, okay, well, does Cleveland have some stuff there worth putting in it? And I'm like, what the fuck is you talking about? So he said, go ahead and write some stuff, send it to me, and we'll see how it works. Now, I wasn't asking for me to write stuff because I wasn't a journalist per se at the time.
Right.
So I wasn't asking for me, but since he threw it out there like that, I'm like, shit, I went to college. I wrote my little story, sent it to him, and they published it. And then the next thing I know, I was a regular contributor, monthly contributor to Source magazine.
Wow.
So once people saw me as a journalist, other people started asking me to write. So I started writing for other Cleveland magazines. And then finally the Call and Post called me up there and wanted me to do some rap record reviews. I end up never doing rap record reviews because they figure, hey, he's a rapper, he's a writer, he can do rap record reviews. Okay, can you cover movies? Can you cover plays? Can you cover the dude that got murdered under the bridge? And every time I'm like, yeah, I got that. I had never done that before.
Right.
But you know, I'm college educated. I can make it happen.
Right. You can adapt.
So you know, I end up. Next thing I knew, I was a journalist, and I was at the Call and Post for over 25 years to now, like I said before when I shouted out Larry, I am the new president of the Greater Cleveland Association of Black Journalists with Leon Bibb and Harry Boomer and Russ Mitchell and writers for the Plain Dealer, Cleveland.com. So we rocking now. So I'm full out old school journalist.
Now let's talk about Chill Talk.
And the radio show.
The radio show, Chill Talk.
They came
1490.
It's funny because when we talk, I just happen to have, I rolled up here with my brother Daryl, who's actually, people never see Brother Daryl. But the time that I have on 1490 was brought to me by Brother Daryl. He said, I got this slot up at Radio 1 on 1490. You want to do this radio show? And I'm like, I did radio, and I'm not trying to do radio, and I'm really not trying to do AM radio. And I think I'm going to pass. And then I started thinking about it. I'm watching Breakfast Club, Charlemagne, Envy, Angela Yee. And so I see, the technical side where they're live streaming. Well, I don't know, live streaming, but they're filming their show.
Right.
So I'm like, you know what? If I can do my show like that, yeah, I think I will. So I called Brother Daryl back. I said, all that crazy stuff I was talking about, like, I don't want to do no damn radio and blah, blah, blah. Man, I was tripping. Okay, yeah. Let's hook it up.
I changed my mind.
Let's
Let's
bro.
do this.
So, so Brother Daryl, he's the godfather. He's the OG over there.
Okay.
Who gifted me with that time slot.
Tell him to come here real quick.
Brother Daryl,
come on in here. Come on in here real quick.
Brother Daryl, though, Brother Daryl on the low. He always on the low.
You
really never see. He probably out there like, I ain't coming out there, man. Brother Daryl, and people might know Brother Daryl from the we do Motown shows. We used to do them once a year. Now we do them twice a year. Packed. And he's the promoter of that show. People see me up on stage. They hear me on the commercial with host Kevin Chill Hurd. But it's really Brother Daryl's show.
Okay.
So they see me out there doing it. So, but Daryl, he's a businessman. He plays the background, but he makes things happen. But yeah, so I started doing Chill Talk. So the first thing I did, I went to my former intern, who's now a superstar in the game, Felicia Haney.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to Felicia. I said, okay, I'm going to do this radio show. I want you in with me. What is it you want to do? I gave her an open invitation. She could have said, I'm going to be your co-host or whatever. She said, I want to produce. I want to be the producer. I didn't know if she could produce. I didn't know. But I said, hey, she's a very talented sister, very intelligent, very bright. So we started with her as the producer of the show. I went and got two co-hosts, Travion Love and Ramona J. Smith, Ladybug speaker, who now have both gone on to incredible careers. Ramona, Ladybug, is the world champion of public speaking. She's in Dubai and Switzerland, and man, she's all over the world. And Travion Love, Tracy Potts, I just talked to her actually today. She's in Atlanta working at Tyler Perry Studios, but they were my original. Now I just have guest. I never really replaced them. I just have guest co-hosts. So every Wednesday, 9:00, WERE 1490 AM, www.newstalkcleveland.com. You can listen to it on there, but mostly people watch the show on the Facebook Chill Talk Facebook channel,
right?
Which you can see on Facebook at Chill Talk to Me, the number 2.
Just like you're doing now.
At Chill Talk to Me.
The vibe on there right now.
So we do it. We rock Chill Talk. We 2 years in now, and we're gonna be doing a lot of other things. I'm doing other podcasts. I'm opening up my own podcast studio. We're doing the whole Chill Illumination thing.
You don't say Illuminati. People get confused.
The Chill Illuminati. I drop that sometimes too.
Chill Illuminati.
The Chill Illuminati.
So that's one of my things, like, because, my background was always radio. I went to, Cleveland State and used to be on CSB, and I always, I had messed up so many chances to be on 93.
Right.
Because I know so many people that was there at the time, but that's always been my background, radio, and I've always wanted to do radio, and I keep wanting to still do radio and put together radio shows. But, that's the reason why I do this.
Right. It's dope.
Because I started out, I'm creative. But I started out on Urban City Radio a long time ago doing radio, and then had a falling out, and I said, I could do this shit myself.
Right.
And here we go.
And here you are. There you are.
But I definitely would like to go to a broader level.
Let me also shout out. I also started my own nonprofit called My Cool Solutions.
Okay.
So we're doing all kinds of things: education, history, music. is going down with my cool solutions.
Well, you know, we've learned a lot today, and learning is fun. But it's about time that we shift gears a little bit. Because chill.
Yep.
It's time to play America's favorite game show. What does it mean? What does it mean? This is a game show where you have to define slang words into regular ass English. Are you ready to play? What does it mean?
Born ready, King.
You watched some of the shows, didn't you? You was ready. You was waiting for this. You was waiting for this.
Talk to me nicely.
Okay, I got you. Now, I got some new words because I just went on MV Jazzlo's show with Johnny O, and she had some new words for me, and I took them, and they are going to be on this part of the game now.
You got the brand new joints.
So here we go. We're going to give you the rules, as I always do, and the rules are simple. You have to define the words as if you were speaking to a Caucasian person. You cannot use slang.
I can make that happen.
To define slang. You cannot use the word itself to define the word.
Bring it.
If you get the answer correct, MC Chill.
What do I get?
You get the A. Yay! Get the baby saying yeah.
Nice.
If you get the answer wrong, there are 3 levels of wrong.
Oh, damn.
If you get it a little wrong.
Crucial.
If you get it a whole lot wrong.
Tragic.
If your answer is just completely stupid. And of course, you will be timed. MC Chill.
Come with it.
Are you ready to play What Does It Mean?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Your funeral. Your first word is op. Op.
Okay. Op is when you're about to do something and you plan the programming.
I'm gonna have to say the name though, my brother.
I was bootlegging that one anyway.
I know you. The simple definition of op, as I learned today, is a snitch.
Oh, damn.
Someone who tells.
I was gonna say that next.
A tattler. Your next word.
Who gave you this? Okay, they were easy on the shows that I watched earlier.
This wasn't on my show.
I knew all. No, I'm saying, but when I watched the other shows, it was.
You ain't watch all of them though. Not all of them are easy.
I knew all them joints. You done found you got some today. That ain't right.
I gave you one today so far.
Come on, man.
Your next word.
Man, it's bullshit.
Your next word.
New words you done came up with today.
Your next word.
Come with it.
MC McChill.
Oh my God, not the McChill.
McChill. MC K Chill.
Oh. No. Kevin Chilius.
MC Kevin Chilius. Your word is bromance. Bromance.
Okay, to my Caucasian cousins, bromance is when you and your boy are both dudes, but you're friends.
That is correct.
You're damn right.
That's correct. That's where you have a great relationship with your best friend. Almost like you love each other, but not in that way, dude.
Just short of being weird.
Yeah, it's not where you're touching penises or anything like that. None of that stuff.
Just short of being a little too much.
Just, no.
Okay, I'm 1 for 1.
So far, 1 for 1.
I'm back. Coming back.
It's okay.
Like Return
it's
of
going
the
to get
Jedi.
worse.
Let's do it.
Your next slang word.
I got this.
Is bando. Bando.
When you have housing that no one lives in anymore and it's boarded up, you are talking about a bando.
That is correct.
You damn right.
Or you could have said abandoned house to make it simple.
Same.
But you went the long way.
Come with it. Hey, man, there's a little tension here.
Your next word. Chill.
I'm back.
Chill, I heard.
I'm back.
Your word is.
Talk to me.
Dead ass. Dead ass.
when you are 100% certain and you say it after somebody says something to validate that you are serious is dead ass.
That is correct.
Come
That
with
is
it.
correct.
Talk to me.
That is correct.
Talk to me, King.
Your next word.
Talk to me nicely.
Kevin Hurd is face card. Face card.
Face card is when you are looking at a person and things don't seem quite right. Yeah, I was bullshitting through that one.
You sound good though. You sounded like you
tried.
You sound confident when you bullshit, but I know the truth.
I tried.
I know the aha.
Taste the soup.
Face card is your clout. It's when everyone knows you and you don't have to show ID to walk into a place.
I was gonna say that next.
That's your clout. You sure you were? That's your answer every time you're wrong. I was about to say that, dog. Man, I had that.
That was my second choice.
Damn, I had that, dog.
That's my second choice.
Your next word.
It's more.
Your next word, Kevin Chill. Yes. Is Skrilla. Skrilla.
To explain that you have currency, you are talking about the amount of money that you rocking with.
Judges, the dog and the duck. We're gonna give it to you.
You damn right. Come on, don't act like
It's
not
simply
money.
money, but it's not what you'd have to talk. But yeah, it's money.
It's my Skrilla.
It's money. Get some Skrilla. Get your Skrilla.
I said currency.
Get your Skrilla up.
I just went to a bigger word. I said currency. Legal tender.
Your next word.
Damn, another one.
MC from the Chill Place. Your word is the infamous skirt.
Okay, when you're speaking with somebody and they gotta like slow that down and you changing directions on what you're talking about, you hit them with the skirt. It's on the bubble, King.
Yes. There are two answers. One, well, actually, it's three. It's one. It's the sound the spoon make with whipping the pot.
Okay.
Skirt.
All right. Okay.
That's one.
I wasn't coming with that one.
The other one is how fast the wheels turn when you are hitting that corner. Skirt.
All right.
Or three. Oh, it's that ad lib that these rappers use now.
That's the one I was rocking with.
You ain't saying.
That's the one I'm talking about.
Skirt.
That's the one I'm talking about. I just didn't add the rapper part.
Your next word is, ooh, I just got to chill. Is bet. Bet.
That is when you are telling somebody for sure that's what you're saying, adding to the conversation. Bet.
I'll give it to you. I like that.
That's what I'm talking about.
Or you could have just said, okay.
See, I didn't know we was doing the easy ones.
As long as you're not using slang, you're defining it to a white person.
That's why I'm trying to go all extra Caucasian with my explanation.
That's why for white people, I'm like, what does bet mean? Okay. Oh. What's another word from New York that means the same thing as bet? For extra point.
Currently or old school?
Currently and old school, actually.
Word life. That's old school.
Or just word.
Word. It started out word life. It got just shortened to word.
It was word life or word to your mother?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's it. Word. Word and bet mean the same thing. Cleveland, we say bet. New York, they say word.
Word.
We say bet. Well.
I won.
No, it's not over.
Oh, damn.
This is the part of the show where these are your last words. This is where you're going to get 4 words. And if you get them all right, you automatically win.
All right.
If you get them wrong, then we're going to take you out back and it's over. Are you ready for your final words?
Let's do this.
Your funeral.
Let's do it.
Your first word, MC Child. MC Child. Your word is wave. Wave.
Okay, I'm not even quite sure the word that you're saying.
Wave.
Wave.
Let me start over. Wave. Wave.
Hey man, what's the word?
Wave.
No, go ahead. Oh, I still got. That's funny as hell. Pass, man.
No, we can't pass.
What is it?
All right,
What's
hold
the
on.
word? I got
the
it
word
wrong.
is
Killing me, man.
The word is wave. Wave.
I'm not even gonna fake my way. Okay, come on. Let's
wave.
It's when you going past somebody and you just spinning them and just moving on to the next location.
The wave is the new movement.
Man, that
the
was
new thing.
Oh man, the white people already know that.
But you didn't know it. The wave.
That's the regular. That's what it regularly means. Besides, like, hey, how you?
But
doing?
that's the new slang. The wave.
Man, I thought that was old slang. I thought it was something brand new.
It's the wave.
Okay, I knew that was having problems from the very beginning.
Your next word, MC Joe, is drip.
Okay, when you got some type of problems with your sexuality.
I just spit all over the mic. Oh shit. No. No.
That's not it?
No, drip is to be adorned in diamonds.
Not the same thing.
Definitely not.
Okay, like you dripping gold, you dripping
You
platinum.
dripping, you just shining.
You real icy.
You real wet. You wearing ice.
You dripping.
Ice. Yeah.
I knew that. I'm overthinking this one. I'm overthinking them.
You got 2 words left.
Okay, we coming back on this one. I'm overthinking this.
Your next word, MC Joe. Stop laughing.
Man, that's the funniest part about this. Go ahead. Come on, let's go.
Your next word is jonesing.
Okay, when you really need some drugs, they used to call it, no fiending. I can't say other slang words. When you really need something, some hookup, some booty, some something, you really, really, really want it.
That is correct. It is to have an intense craving for anything. Like, damn, I'm jonesing for that ass. Or, damn, I'm jonesing for that book because I want to get knowledge.
I'm back. Threw me off with that wave. I didn't know what I thought you said wife. Wave. Man, you was killing me with that one. Come on, let's go.
Your next word.
You gotta say it like that.
Yes, I know.
That's hilarious.
Your next word is.
I didn't see that on other shows. You weren't talking like that.
I always do at the end. You didn't watch it to the end.
Okay, maybe I didn't watch it all the way through.
That's what you get, boy. MC boy.
Wow.
That's chilly.
Let's go.
Your next word is lit.
All right, when it's something really excellent, when it's hype, it's just what's popping like that. It's lit. It's lit. It's litty. It's lit.
You use slang, but I'll give it to you because they have such a hard time.
I said popping.
Yeah.
Then I used the actual word again too.
Yeah, you did every time.
But you gave me that one.
I gave it to you because I'm a nice guy.
And I knew what it was.
And you were lit. Your final word, MC Chill.
Last one.
MC Chill.
Let me get my glasses together.
MC Chill. Your word. Your word is Pearl.
Okay, that's when you have to leave. I got to get up out of here. I'm out.
That is correct. Everybody! That is the end of the game. And thanks to MC Chill for doing what he does best and knowing words. And I'd like to thank you for playing America's favorite game show. What does it mean? What does it mean? All of our contestants won't receive a damn thing except what the hell I gave them. It is nothing. Not my fault.
What?
Fuck off.
What? Facts. Yeah.
That's going to be a word next week. Facts. Did you enjoy the game?
Oh, man.
You came ready for the game.
I came ready,
You was
man.
waiting. I think you was waiting for the game more than anything else.
Man, I was practicing for that game.
That's crazy, man.
It's a little pressure, though.
It's a tough game.
And then plus, you cracking me up with all that other.
I got to. It's to throw you off.
Man, come on.
It's the reason why the folies flash a light in your face when they stop it.
Oh,
it's to
man.
disorient you. The voice is
Man.
what disorients you.
That was killing me, man. But I was ready. I did decent.
You did decent. I've had some worse guests.
Okay, as long as I'm not the worst.
Nah, her name Naya Marie.
Oh.
Shout out to Naya Marie. She's a great artist. Terrible at words.
Me and Naya. Okay.
Naya Marie. Now, we talked about everything. This is the part of the show where I'm going to have you look into that camera right there.
This one?
Dead ass. Look at it.
That was a word. I had that.
I know. I wanted to use it in context. I want you to look into that camera. Look deep into their eyes for all the people who are watching now and who will watch the show later. And tell them what you would like to leave on their hearts and minds.
Can I drop some bars?
Do that. Boom. Matter of fact, before you even do that, because you told me you've been talking about dropping bars for a while since, and
Go drop bars, man.
We about to drop some bars.
No, man, I'm not doing no crazy track.
It's not a crazy track.
No, I'm doing acapella.
It's a dope track.
I'm doing acapella.
It's from my man Charlie Hustle over at Red Room.
Not doing it. I'm doing acapella.
Yeah, I don't want to do no trap.
I'm doing acapella.
All right, well, go acapella. Go acapella then, man.
I'm on my new thing. Okay, let's see.
All right, let's go.
Finally, MC Chilla's spending time with me. From karaoke night to bust this rhyme with me. Is it fine for you? Cause it's fine with me. I'm dropping old school bars on new school beats. Get your grandma's church fan, cause I'm bringing that old school heat. Oh, I'm still the same chill that rocked MC Story, but now I rock rhymes like I rock stories and rock quarries. Return to the 40 below, more props though. These bar flows is Marlowe, cause I've been killing props, Joe. I keep a hot. Okay, that was a Wire reference.
I got it.
I keep a hot. Okay, as long as you with me. I keep a hot 16. So remember when you starting this, I be lighting the bars like the bartender was an arsonist. I'm talking fat pages or rap phrases. I don't even think to floss them. Man, I'm so cool with these bars. I be sliding drinks across them. I'm Johnny Baptist with a rap list. Get at this. I'm like a rock star. Can Chill walk across water? Yep, because I know what the rocks are. Somebody told Chill they missed the old Chill. So I went back to the old school and brought back the old Chill. You know that radio show Chill? Mr. 40 Below Chill. So we can remix, rebrand, and reload Chill. Man, I'm like Donnie Hathaway, but in a rapping way. And y'all go clap today for what I have to say, but even deeper still, it's how I keep this real. It's the CLE in me that makes this MC forever chill. Talk to me nicely, Mr. Deeds.
Man.
Bars, baby. Bars.
I used to rap like a long time ago.
What you got?
You want to hear? I'll do an old one if I can remember it. Let's see. It's an old one. This one I did back in the day. It's like probably the first one I ever recorded.
Yeah, come with it.
Mixing in the trickery. Stop the bickering. You took a shot as the plot keeps thickening. It starts to quicken as the rest sounds sickening. My beat was decadent to the very second it emerged from the heights as heights arisen. But the beats surround you, lock you up like you're in prison. Myth by felony. Can't remember the rest.
You was rolling.
I know. I got another one though.
Okay.
Let's see.
Oh, we can do more?
Yeah, we got time. I mean, we can go until the lights go off. Let me try this one. It's an old one. Well, all of them old. Time to turn up the power, increase the voltage, stress the pressure, take any measure to do whatever to satisfy the yearning in your area, preparing to leap through the boundaries, astounding surrounding counties. Undoubtedly, you haven't heard, so let me explain before I'm out. Let me show the world what to express from the power I keep. Kinetically lifted when it comes to the gift I'm flipping. Power courses at intensify rates. As I concentrate, I generate a force to make your world shake, of quake from bursts of lightning. Conduct the equilibrium to change the whole continuum. As I twist and bend them, horrendous. My mode of action increases crowd attendance. You ought to call me mirror for the way I reflect my image without a gimmick. I push the limit when I'm standing in it. Minute by minute, I'm committed to kick it ever so energetic, uncontested. Sequestered score for your energy off the back. From my limited source of power boosted by my battery pack. And that's the main reason the season the rest seems so pathetic. But when I get it, they'll regret it. None like me was estimated. I'm energetic. Yeah. That was like 96.
Okay, can I go again?
Go, roll out.
If you count all the times that I spit rhymes, at the mics, the stage is all the crowds that was mine, plus the 360 degrees my third eye shines, plus all them girls that said I look fine, it's a lot. But not as much as how hard I grind for Cleveland. See, that's the common denominator. Some call me an innovator, but I prefer elevator. Because I raised y'all to be better than this, the best of me. And I've been nice on the mic from Kid Finesse to that Kid Mescity. That's MC Chill. I'm both cool and the gang. I'm the man like Sam when it was snakes on the plane.
Wow.
And since we keeping it plain, I win well, I been tight. I flipped the script and the plane like Denzel in mid-flight. Woo. See, I ain't a rapper. I'm an MC. But if that's how you feel, though, take off the MC and the CH, and what? I'm still ill with them skills, yo. See, I drop heat to the best of these mixed beats, and I drop bars like I was dropping West 6th Street. So talk to me nicely, all breezy and icy. Precisely, somebody mic me. Talk to me. What we got? What we doing here?
I got one more.
What we doing
I'm gonna do
here?
one more real quick.
Come
This is old one. They used to call me Incredible, by the way. Brand Incredible. That was my name. So Incredible with amazing feats over beats as a rock for those on the floor all the way back to the cheap seats. Capiche? Understand? Raise a hand if you feel me. Swing that shit, bust a lick in the sky and keep it tight. Tonight and every night, dust the dawn, morning and eve. We setting trends, making ends while you grabbing the mic and grieving and seeing is believing. Ain't nothing we ain't achieving. Your crew is steady starving while all day we shitting the pee cause we full to the gills off Cristal and chicken wing while your squad ain't got no niggas. We doing some major things, and your girl, I made her sing. Now your bitch is on my team. See me floss this hoe as I pass it slow to every one of my nigga bros. So here we go. Once again, talk about stacking, song that niggas packing. I can't remember the rest, so I'll stop rapping. Damn.
Okay.
I had some old shit.
We done? We done?
Yeah, we done. You want to do one more? You can do one more? You can close it out.
I got bars. I keep telling you I got
Let's
bars.
Let's go.
Give me a sword, a stone, and a beat-up microphone. I'm nice from the dome like some iced-up Patron. You know who this is the first time that you hear it. I got that ice so cool like you reverse engineered it. I got complex concepts, so accept the inevitable. Except I expect I to be damn near incredible. Dropping fat hits and brackets, dialogue parentheticals. Y'all better hope they keep Obamacare because y'all gonna need some medical. I got 7 deadly venoms, 5 fingers of death. Y'all couldn't see MC Chill if I was the last MC left.
Wow.
I used to teach on a beach that used to be Atlantis. Studied with the masters, prayed with the mantis. They can't stand this advancedness, but they can take their chances because I got more hustle than disco dances. And I drop rhymes like I burned up and heated them, and I drop bars like I controlled, alt, and deleted them. Talk to me really, really nice about these bars.
So that's what you want to leave on their hearts and minds, right?
There you go. Yeah. Love y'all. Stay up. Hip hop. for life. Cleveland, I love you. Do your thing. Mr. Deeds, keep rocking. You on it. You want it, King. That's what's up. Cleveland, for real. Love it.
That's dopeness right there in your face. In your face. Hey, shoot out all your info real quick so people know how to reach you if they need to reach you or follow you if they need to follow you.
You can follow me on. See, look at Brother Daryl walking
I know,
past
right?
on all on the smooth. You can follow me on Instagram at House of Chill or Chillagram. You can follow me on Facebook. You can friend me, Kevin MC Chill Herd. You can find me at Chill Talk to Me for my Chill Talk page. And what's up? I gave Instagram Kevin Chill Herd.
That's what's up.
There we go.
And what about 1490? When are you on that?
Every Wednesday night, 9 o'clock. You can go to at Chill Talk to Me on Facebook right now and like it. Like it, share it, love it.
That's what's up. That's what's up. One more time, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up to the one and only MC Chill. This was a great show, man.
Don DeMarco.
This was a great show. I wish we had like a platter of meats or something that we could just be eating from right now.
You know what I'm saying? Where's that at? Felicia told me you was going to have that here.
Felicia didn't tell you that.
Felicia, she gave you a list of stuff that I was going to need. Now,
she didn't give you a list of your demands?
Oh, man. Come on.
Oh, man. She never got it to me.
Felicia, super producer.
See, Felicia, you messed up. You was supposed to tell me he wanted the blue M&Ms only.
I wanted the Flintstones vitamins with just Betty and Wilma.
You just want to eat the women. And get the nutrients.
I'm just saying. It was a list of things.
I didn't get it, man. I'm a bad host.
Supposed to be some Hot Pockets.
I just got you Jameson and beer.
I don't even drink alcohol, so I don't even know what that is.
Right. Absolutely. Well, I'd like to thank our guest, MC Chill, for coming. We don't know if he's coming back because I ain't get his demands.
We'll have to talk about that.
We're going to see. But, baby, let me tell you something. You have been officially tuned into the Vibe on Air, mi amigos. Mr. D's Open Mike King will be back next Thursday. I'm going to have Coco Brown in the building with her new line of cocktails. We're going to talk to her, kick it with her, talk about how she work out like 5 times a day because she do. She do. When you see her, you'll be like, oh, she do work out. She nice. She all right. She go. Hopefully she's supposed to bring me some chicken, Coco. Bring me that chicken from Chicoya on Emory and Richmond in Warrensville. Because I want that chicken. That chicken, if you ever go to Chicoya, that chicken tastes like, it wasn't a chicken. It's like it's a baby angel. It tastes like you've been to a baby angel and you loved it, man. That chicken is good. They slathered that bitch with angel tears. It's slathered in angel tears. It's delicious. But we'll be back next week. Make sure you follow us on everything. On all social media. The Vibe on Air. Let me sing the song for you because I forgot. Facebook, The Vibe on Air. YouTube, The Vibe on Air. Instagram, The Vibe on Air. Snapchat, The Vibe on Air. We on Periscope, The Vibe on Air. iTunes, The Vibe on Air. The website, TheVibeOnAir.com. TheVibeOnAir.com. The Vibe on Air. The Vibe on Air. My naughty dreaded hair.
What?
The Vibe on Air. We'll be back next week, motherfuckers. Peace.